Welcome to the Sice Room with DMV culture, politics, and hip hop collide. I'm your host, Trey Five, and tonight we're talking about independent artists paying for exposure, whether it's live stream, coaches creating real opportunities, or it's viral humiliation. Who deserves to be called a modern day revolutionary? And one of DMV's most talked about summer events, the Stoner Pool Party. We definitely gonna start off with my man Tizzy and how he feel about the money grabs that's going on with showcases in our area. I know I got the greatest panel in the world, the greatest chat in the nation. Each and every Tuesday, it's the Sice Room. We here at 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock. Voila. All right, man. Bigg Tizzy recently called out what he believes is one of the biggest traps facing independent artists in the DMV music scene: pay to play showcases. Artists often told they paying for slots to get exposure, industry connections, and etc. But he believes that's not the case. So I'm not going to ask the panel the question today. I'm going to let my man start it off and reconvene the statements he was making earlier today.
And so basically, we seen the video. Um, Last couple weeks, I've been tapping into the content space a little bit more, just giving little tidbits to artists. For those that don't know me, everybody call me Bigg Tizzy. I ran the studio a couple years ago, opened my own one up here on Marlboro Pike. I used to rap. I still fuck around from time to time, but I did like a 5, 6 year tenure with Ant Official. It's one of the biggest platforms here in DC. And I traveled all across the country with the owner. And I was actually in charge of the DMV's region as far as bookings and, bringing big artists here, having them come to the warehouse, shoot content. And during that tenure, before the company was sold, um, I learned a lot from a lot of industry executives. I mean, from Atlanta to I was there when Rob 49 got signed. Like I've been in a room. So while I was moving around, I seen a lot. I seen the showcase hustle in other cities, and I noticed it was the same thing that was going on here. And what really sparked the conversation for me was I got a lot of artists that come here and record, and then they be inviting me to their show, and I'd be like, all right, I might pull up, I might, but I never go, and they always come back, man, why you ain't come to the show? And I just tell them like, look, man, if I was you, I wouldn't keep doing that. Build your buzz, rap on the internet, use the internet to garner the attention that you want. Because paying to perform or getting your friends to buy tickets to come to these platforms is not doing nothing for you. You just put money in another man's pocket to cover the venue and give him a couple dollars to buy him some little shoes or whatever the fuck you gonna do with the money. There's not gonna be a real return on your investment. And today sparked a lot of controversy. I probably got about 8 people DM me, but in the 8 people was probably about 40, 50 messages of me getting cussed out. I'm a hating ass nigga. I don't even come to the events. But I feel like once you've been to one, you've been to them all. Going to a club on 8th Street, a little small little club. These people getting off work, taking their little shots, trying to meet their little sneaky link before they go back home to their wife. He be incognito, niggas coming around rapping, and they got their little men with their phones out. You look at the footage when they post the show, it ain't nobody in the crowd not really engaging them. So you really just wasted your time. I mean, the pictures or your little outfit, I mean, maybe for some likes on Instagram, but it's just a money grab for the promoters. And I just be trying to put the artist on point. That's pretty much it.
What you got, Buck?
I mean, I don't think he's saying nothing wrong. If he got the experience, obviously he just read down his resume and his personal experiences within the music industry or what have you. Um, and the DMV music scene is real funny anyway, so I understand what he's saying. You won't always get feedback that's not going to be in favor of your opinion. in my opinion. But I mean, I'll dive into it deeper a little bit once we get to the round table of it all. But I don't really disagree with what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the messenger versus the method in a lot of cases. So I'll let y'all get y'all take one, and then we can have a bigger discussion about it.
You got
I mean, you know, as an artist in the city, I've been in the open mic field that he's speaking of in the showcase, and you pay all this motherfucking money and you promised all this bullshit and it don't happen. And it is a fucking ripoff. You know what I'm saying? It truly is. You definitely like the money that I made off music. None of that shit came from them fucking shows. Like if you can capitalize on that shit if you get your little business cards and you know what I'm saying, like your merch and you pass that shit out of there at every one of them little events, you gonna get some followers and shit. Like I'm not gonna lie and say that shit didn't help me get followers over the years or whatever, but not so many, so much so to say like it was worth the investment of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to invest your money in making your music sound like it's supposed to sound. So when you put that shit out there to the world, it's received properly. And that's not even gonna be in your city. But I could talk about this shit for hours, so just round table we finished.
what you got,
I
man?
I'm with him, but I kind of got, I look at it from both ways in every situation, and I hear where he coming from, and it does make sense. There's definitely some truth to it. Well, it is true. I'm not gonna say it's some truth to it. It's true for sure. That's what the who was it? Bank did an interview with the two guys. I think I forgot their name, but that was the gist of their conversation about one of the guys running a Ponzi scheme where he finessing artists, making broken promises. I forgot their names, but it's on Big Bank platform. But I feel like too, as an artist, if you believe in yourself, anything you do trying to pursue something, I wouldn't say is wrong, because if now given on the promoter side, they wrong all around the board, but from the artist standpoint, hearing a message like that, if I'm an artist, I'm gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna consider that, but I wouldn't tell artists not to go perform at, what I'm saying, any opportunity they get, because like, I don't know if somebody said it, but that kind of helped them get that stage fright out the window, you know what I'm saying, get their performance together, just, what I'm saying, help them sharpen their craft as far as like performing live. That's the only thing I could really say outside of trying to get followers and clout. You do need that aspect as an artist. So they can't get that out of it. That's what I would say is one thing that is beneficial. But then too, if you're going to perform and ain't nobody, there for your music, it is kind of like a waste of time. But I think it just depends on the situation, because I've been to open mics where it's a lot of artists in there and they networking and it's going good, everybody performing, it was a good turnout, and I've seen that in real time. But artists got to learn how to capitalize in rooms like that too. But it's definitely some truth to what he said. But I feel like artists can, as far as like networking and like somebody said, selling merch, is ways they can capitalize off it, other than just somebody got paid and they didn't get nothing out of it if they know what they doing.
We can't hear you.
So
Oh shit, what happened? I don't know if you gotta come back.
I will say this though. I don't think. There we
You can
go.
hear me now?
Yeah.
No, I feel like I agree with Marlon. Like it ain't always about like all that other shit. Like it's definitely a networking game. We just did that on. We just showed that on Saturday. Like the more what I'm saying, the more networking you do, the more better you feel. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like the internet wins too, though. Like I ain't taking away from that because the internet will help your ass get to $1 million. So I feel both sides, but I ain't gonna never tell a nigga stop performing though. Like because some niggas might be scared to perform, and that's what's gonna get them better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? Performing on the internet versus performing in person is totally different as far as your skill wise. So that's just my take.
Yeah, I will say that I agree with Marvin. and low. Because, stage fright out, the stage present or whatever. At the same time, I don't think artists should be paying to perform at a showcase either. So I think that's kind of
No,
a
yeah,
red.
for sure. Yeah.
That's the main thing I wanted to say is them paying because when, like I said, when I was managing my cousins, I had them going to open mics out Baltimore, and that was as simple as having a conversation with a promoter, and they had a slap for them. And if somebody did say something about paying, I'm like, fuck no, I'm not paying for y'all to perform. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's like it's an opportunity for y'all to perform, whether people into it or not. And I feel like certain artists, if they that good and you go to a spot and nobody there, but if your music that good, you're gonna get their attention.
Somebody gonna
But a lot
click
of
to
these
that shit.
artists here make microwave music to where it's like if you in a random spot, I want to hear that free car shit 11 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Somebody coming off work to drink and chill. They don't want to hear that free car shit. They want to hear some cool little music.
No, that's
Man,
agree too.
that's another thing. It's all about your music and shit. Like what you putting out there is gonna make a difference for real. Like if motherfuckers gonna follow you, and if motherfuckers gonna want to network with you. But somebody just said it's that shit definitely give you practice. I'm not gonna hold you, like you will get better as a performer from using them types of platforms and shit like that. It does help with stage fright and all that. Like for me, I got over stage fright being in go-go bands and shit. So that was before I even started performing, but I wasn't able to go out and perform on my own until I did that go-go band shit. But it's a lot of give and take with that shit. You just gotta know what you're doing. And when it comes to like trying to open up for these big artists,
Yeah.
if you gonna pay that 2,500 fee and this, that, and the third, you gotta make sure you going right before that artist. And I guarantee you, when you ask that promoter, am I gonna be, on stage with this person? Is this person gonna be there when I go on? And when you gotta start asking them types of questions, then you gotta put that shit in your fucking contract. If you giving somebody $2,500, $3,000, and you don't have a piece of paper to say what you're getting and all that shit written down, then you fucking up to begin with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like motherfuckers have to
Oh, for
learn the
sure, so.
business of it. It's business.
Why are you paying?
But
They
when
Why
you
are
going
you
going
off
to these
verbal
open
agreement.
mics and the nigga telling you, oh yeah, give me $100, Fat Trail gonna be here with you, you gotta already know that's a fucking scam. And then
No,
when
for
you
real,
start seeing
$100.
the flyers and you see all these flyers and it's 25 motherfucking flyers, why would you send this nigga $100?
But hold on, time out, time out. Let me give y'all some context too though, because y'all gotta keep in mind, y'all speaking after y'all got all the experience. A lot of artists in them situations, a lot of them are new and they fresh. They
Yeah.
don't have that experience to know. So they gotta
Well,
find out
why
the
Well, a
would
hard
lot
way.
of
you
that
So
shit come with
but
common sense.
no,
Not
no,
not not that
but
shit.
look,
Not that shit
but
with
no,
the
but
with the
listen,
twenty
listen,
five
listen.
hundred in the contracts. That
Yeah,
don't
the
come with
common
common
sense
sense.
was
That
coming, we
comes
don't
with
have it.
trial and
No,
error.
no, but it's not.
But what I'm
Sometimes
talking about sending a nigga $100 to get on the show, that's common sense, bruh.
is that a
Like,
real
I'm not saying it's not common sense, but I'm saying like you got to think like a lot of times artists out the gate moving off impulse. They just chasing any opportunity they think could put them on. So they might hear $100 Fat Trail and they just so geek. Oh, Fat Trail, I can perform. I'm about to look sweet. They just jump in the gun. They're not thinking about it. They're just moving off impulse because it sounds too good to be true. But then you got somebody that y'all got experience to know what is some bullshit. But I feel like it only take one time. You get tricked more than once. That's just on you.
I'm not gonna hold you. I come from a time when niggas was actually like smacking promoters out. Like, we was at the red line smacking niggas out when we didn't get what we supposed to get. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Times are different now. Niggas want to shoot everybody. It's a lot going on. So me personally, I'm old, so I'm only speaking on my experience from when I was in an open mic. That was 15 years ago now, 10 years ago now, or more. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really speak for what's going on today. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
that's more so the point I'm making. What you
Yeah.
just said, Bills. Fucking open mics is like a dinosaur. That shit is so old and so played out. Ain't nobody doing that shit. It's a waste of
But
time.
niggas still got practice though. Like at the end of the day, that's like telling a
I,
nigga stop going to the basketball court.
oh, that's two different things. So listen,
Nah, cause you how they gonna practice performing
I
in front
got.
of
I'm about
people
to
whether
tell
they
you.
paying attention or
You
not.
gotta do your
I'm about to
research,
tell you.
nigga.
I'm about to tell you.
Niggas gotta do their
It's a
research.
nigga. It's a nigga named Michael Jackson. I don't know a nigga bigger than him, perform better than him at all. He
That
had
was
a
back then.
farm.
We talking about in the 20th century. We talking about in
It,
this
listen,
new generation right
Oh,
now.
let him answer low. Let him answer low.
let me hear you. Just hear me out, right? So don't nobody on this planet perform better than that motherfucker. They stood in that motherfucking living room, the Jackson Five. Everybody rehearsed. They rehearsed so much that when they got on that stage, they couldn't fuck up. It was muscle memory at that point.
Niggas
When
don't even
you-
have fathers. You think these niggas got Joe now? Come on.
If it's something you want to do, that's an investment you gotta make in
Yeah,
yourself.
everybody now,
You know what I'm
That's
everybody
what
saying?
don't
I
have
was
that
just
push
about to
though.
say.
Everybody
You
don't have
have
that push.
to.
Joe was that push. That wasn't something they wanted to do. Joe pushed them
No,
niggas into that shit.
That's
niggas
fact.
just
That's
wake
fact.
up and
But I'm
start
No,
just
they
rapping
ain't
and
no.
feel
Hold on,
like
hold on,
that's
hold
all
on,
they
hold on.
gotta
Joe, hold on,
do.
hold on, hold on, hold on. The Jackson Five didn't just want to do that shit. Them niggas, they got made. They made into that shit. That shit wasn't. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper today. No, Joe real out whooped their ass until they got that shit right. What is we talking
And
about?
right,
What
That's
are
a
we
but
talking
they
fact.
about?
went to
You
right.
can't compare that.
But
You
showcases
cannot
though,
compare the
Diddy.
Jackson Five. Them niggas he
They
made
went
them
to
niggas famous.
showcases. They went to
Yeah, but what I'm
showcases.
saying, no, yes, they did, and they went to
Nah, what
showcases, but
Low
they
is
got their
saying
ass
is
whooped.
that what they didn't have
There's a
like a
Fucked
different
up.
Jackson
level.
5. They was damn near forced to do it. What he's
but
saying is, look,
Yeah,
though, look,
like
let me
these
let me answer
niggas,
both of
this
y'all
is
though. Hold on,
something
hold on,
these
I got
niggas
you,
want
I
to
got
do.
you. So look, what Tizzy saying, I get what he's saying, nigga, if you want it, you're gonna do what you gotta do. But he used
What
Michael
For sure.
I
Jackson as a
think,
reference. And to Low point is like Michael Jackson wasn't no nigga that just did that shit voluntarily. Like even though he the GOAT, nothing against it, but Michael Jackson was damn near like he had that nigga on his back. You know what I'm saying? These artists don't have that. So I get where both of y'all are coming from, but y'all both right
that's
at the
more
same
so
time.
the point I come from is just a hustler. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from
raising my
if I
hand,
got the balls to sign up to be at a showcase. Before I step out there, I'm gonna know the words of my songs. I know how I'm gonna present it. I'm gonna be rapping in a microphone. I'm in the mirror in the bathroom. I'm gonna do all that before I even jump out there. So if
Rappers too
you're an artist
cool,
and you want to be
bruh.
taken
They too
serious,
cool.
you
and
gotta
I
put your
just
best foot
say,
forward.
They too.
I
Go ahead,
just
go ahead,
feel
Bill.
like, I
I
really
got like
feel
three
like
questions I
what
want to ask
needs
y'all.
to happen is all of the old head rappers like myself and everyone else that's in my age group and shit. I feel like we need to take it upon ourselves to mentor newer generation of rappers that's coming out so they don't make the same mistakes we did. And so don't take them 10 years to figure out the shit it took us to figure out. We are gatekeeping. You feel me? And I feel like it's at a point where there's so much oversaturation in music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the bullshit in itself. That's why y'all don't see me no more. I don't be on that shit. Like for real, or some real nigga shit. Like I feel like niggas have to learn when it's time to pass the fucking torch. And I think that that's what the fuck the problem is. We didn't have nobody before us to pass the torch to us. So when you have information and shit like that that you can share, it's your due diligence to do that. Like,
They're
Do you
not,
think
yeah. Yeah,
that
but
this current
these new
generation
rappers different though, bro.
want to take that information in though?
Yeah,
Are
right,
they
right,
seeking that information? Are they looking towards the people? Do they even know who these people are?
right.
Asking
Facts.
these questions?
But once again, that all come back to your due diligence as an artist. So
Yep.
the whole purpose of me doing all this, right? Like I had somebody DM me earlier
God damn
saying,
it, I can't hear it again.
somebody DM me and said, what the fuck? So what you gonna do with your showcase? How you gonna do a showcase? So if I did a showcase, this is how I'm gonna do it. First of all, we're having an artist showcase, and we're gonna have motherfuckers submit their music. And before I even open the venue or book a venue, before I make a flyer and post it, I'm gonna hit Trade Five. Hey, on your cipher, we gonna have a showcase. I want you to come be a judge. Can the winner get on the cipher? Then I'm gonna call my little man HQ from halftime. Hey, cuz, we gonna set that together. I want you to be a judge. We get some niggas on the jump. I'm gonna have to pay you for your time because we're not about to charge these artists nothing. Okay, buddy, right here with the clothing line. Hey, bruh, we could get a little photo shoot with some merch, put some niggas in some clothes, help these niggas build their platform. Because if we're gonna do a showcase, we're gonna give something to the artist. We're not gonna make them pay, take their money, and leave them asked out. Then I'm gonna call Big Mouth Media, my little men up there. Hey, what's up, bruh? Can we get Buddy a little interview? Then we gonna give you 5 hours of studio time at my studio, and then we're gonna get a cameraman to come through. All these people that have vested interest that's gonna partner with me on this showcase, they all gonna be judges on the panel. And ain't nobody, I'm gonna pay y'all and pay the venue. I'll get my shit on the back end. But then for the audience, it's not gonna be you selling tickets to your homeboys and your men. Nah, all these little comedians, all these little platforms, food reviewers, anybody with some clout. Hey, I want y'all to come for free. We gonna feed y'all. I'm gonna cater the food. Y'all here for a common purpose. It's not a motherfucker that's here that don't know what the fuck they here for. They here to listen to the music, to grade the music, and to be an audience member at the fucking showcase. So now everybody's here for a common ground. Not a nigga trying to fuck a side bitch on his wife and just get some drinks before they go to the hotel. It's everybody here for the betterment of these artists. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta make nothing. I'm gonna get mine on the back end. We gonna pick what we gonna do. We gonna put this shit together. Everybody, oh, Trey Five gonna do his part. Buddy gonna do his part. He gonna do his part. Now these artists come up here. They have a vested interest. Everybody on the same common ground, and we could decipher and filter who the fuck even gonna come to the showcase off the music they submit. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do a showcase. That's how you do it.
Okay, okay. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a hell of an idea.
And that's just off the freestyle, just talking. That's how you put shit together. We don't gotta take nothing from motherfucker that don't got nothing. What we taking something for? Now, as the platform grows, as the showcase grows, and it's a common ground and a fucking resume of what we've done and what you gonna get from the showcase, then we could start taking a couple dollars from niggas. But even then, we ain't taking hundreds. Nah, give me $25. You know what I'm saying?
And
And
see,
we
the
gonna sell
money supposed
tickets
to
to the
be made
showcase and
from
got a buzz back.
vendors and shit. Like niggas gotta start having vendors. That's what the vendors are for.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Now,
that, and really,
You
now
don't
like people
charge the
shit.
artists, you charge
it's
the
it's
vendors.
You
it's
see what I'm
one
You
saying?
gift and a
charge at the
curse
door.
of hearing it that way is because just hearing what Bill said is like, all right, boom. Then hearing your showcase, and what part of that do we give them the information? Because it sounds like we gonna, and this the hard. This is gonna sound tough, but it has to be a difference between enabling artists by giving them what we feel like they deserve and educating them. Because I feel like when you
Because that's
said
the
that the open
thing.
mics
You
are
have
down the
to
tour,
then
I feel like
but
because of there was no real tutelage there. There wasn't no real culture. There's so many of them. Like it wasn't no collaborations. It wasn't no education of how we talking about right now. Hey, come and practice this. Come and practice rapping, not over your fucking lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Come and learn how to go to a Tizzy and get a show track. You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna rap your main vocals, but Tizzy gonna keep on ad libs, your hook, like you know what I'm saying? Certain shit. But
let's
I'm with
see.
that. I just know we throw 100 of those, then our area
Well,
already act like they act.
it's only one event that ever happened in the DMV that I took a part of that had any level of teaching
Hey,
to it. And that was the fucking Titan Awards. When I did the Titan Awards,
okay.
we had to go to meetings and shit. Like we had to sit down, we had to, go back and forth with each other. We had to play our music, we had to rehearse. You know what I'm saying? We had to show what we was wearing. We had to do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was a step by step process. And it was like once you joined it, you know what I'm saying, and you became a part of it, you had to make these events or your ass was
Mhm.
put off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's how you add the level of teaching to it. When you do a showcase and you garnering these artists, the showcase is not for a month. So within that time, you gotta set up some Zooms or some shit. You gotta set up some in-person links if possible, one or two.
Call for
You know what I'm
action.
saying? Like you have
See
to
what
you
they
have to
invest.
incorporate that shit into it when you choose the artist that you gonna put on the showcase. But and you can't oversaturate. Like
You could do some shit like you said, what song he just say? Freestyle over the beat, something like that. Where somebody rap over the, he make a beat or something. He could make a beat and all the different artists do their own thing on the beat, or you can have people collab, whatever, however you want to do it. Original song though, something new, and then judge it based off that. Because now they're working with you, who's probably, you know what I'm saying, more experienced, is a little better than whoever they've been working with in the past. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of help them curate their sound if they haven't already. You know what I'm saying?
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Okay.
man,
Wholeheartedly.
fuck a showcase. Niggas gotta put on a DC's Got Talent or some shit and really shop these artists and like
So the funny
workshop these
thing about it,
motherfuckers with
I had
Yeah,
a
actual
we
show.
rapping
people
like that, do
I
and
had a
shit.
reality TV show called Jam. Y'all can look it up on YouTube. It's called Jam. I had the artist come to Union Oyster Bar before the nigga lost the club and fucked the whole business up. But we had the jump called Jam. The artist came out and auditioned, and I noticed from being with Ep so long that the problem with the city is there's no infrastructure. There's no go to. So I had the singers come out and perform. They perform covers, and everybody already knew Union Oyster Bar for the go-go bands and shit being there. So we have 2 nights out the week where the artists actually got paid from ticket sales when people hearing about the show and coming to the show. When he lost the club, I said, damn, how we gonna keep this going? When it Bus Boys and Poets made it a painting set, put on Eventbrite. So now there's an economy. The band getting paid, the venue getting paid, the customers looking for something to do on date night, a painting set with live music. They paying $60. A nigga paying $60 per ticket, and that's 120. He ain't on no bullshit. He just trying to have a good time with his lady. So we ain't gotta worry about the dumb shit. We pinpointing our crowd and our
Right.
addition to the money, our return on investment is that email address for the next event, the next event, and the next event, and keep the shit going. It's
Yep.
not hard. Motherfuckers gotta think outside the box and want it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
That's really all it boiled down to.
We
Right.
gotta build a team, and everybody gotta have a job, and they gotta execute that motherfucker for real. Like
Definitely.
they gotta be a well-oiled machine, Mo. That's when niggas fuck up. Everybody gotta hold hands and move together. The
That's a
fuck.
fact. That's a fact. They
We
gotta
in a
be
city full
somebody.
of crabs, bro. Like so, it's hard to even.
But
It's
that's
possible.
where we in them outcomes. I feel like the people that's difficult to work with, just weed them out.
Yeah.
Don't even chip off of it. You
But
want to be an issue?
Some of that
that's
weed
so
had to come with
minute.
the.
The problem is no economy here. It could be crabs in a barrel, but if it's crabs in a barrel trying to get to the top of nothing, they not fighting for nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's you know what I'm saying? It's just you just putting each other down to go nowhere fast. You a hamster on a treadmill. We running in place. So somebody has to own a commercial building to have these places. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, and that's honestly my whole purpose at this stage of my life. I got the studio now. We looking at a warehouse down the street. Actually, I just want a nice little piece of change from my landlord here from doing
Oh
some
yeah.
janky shit. So soon as he give me that check, he got 90 days to pay, or they putting a lien on the whole building. So as soon as I get that check, I'm getting a warehouse. That's gonna be an event space, and we gonna rock out from there. But that's my only goal at this point in life is to build an infrastructure. No, Tizzy built the infrastructure and the economy and show niggas how to create an ecosystem for artists and entertainers in this
Entertainment.
city
Yep.
outside of go-go.
Right.
Because we got so much slang, swag, whatever word they want to call about how we dress, how we talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We need an infrastructure to be able to process and sell that. Like, because they already taking bits and pieces from us all type of ways.
yeah.
We need to be able to.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you. I got a question because you said you was in the industry, right? And just you saying you was in rooms with artists getting signed and from different. You say you was all over the country. You travel. Just from your based on your experience and from your perspective, like what would you say is the reason for artists not being able to work right here? And what do you think could help?
Nobody has perfected their craft. Nobody, um, from what I see, okay, case in point, I got a good contact up at Atlantic. Her name's Shauna. She invited us when Rob 49 did the deal and all that. She took a liking to me. She just invite me out all the time, fly me out. We just be she just showing me shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me who the best artist in the city. And I showed her No Savage. She said he looked dirty. I gave her Migo Lee. She said he can't rap on beat. I gave her Smoke Chapo. She said she liked his image, but the music's not going to appeal to the masses. I just ran down Young Jose, a rock artist that we had
Yep.
brought
Yep.
from the city, and she had something negative to say about all of them. Then when I went back and sat down and analyzed what she said, I think I got the notepad. It's probably in the hall closet. I got the notepad with everything that she said about each artist, and I
Yep.
wrote it down.
Yep.
And uh, she gave like 3 or 4 reasons for each artist why it would not work and appeal to
Mm-hmm.
the masses. So I sat back and I went and listened to all the artists I record, everybody that off flow, off beat rapping shit. That's an acquired taste. Nobody here takes the time, like I said in the video, a motherfucker go to a showcase with a fucking keychain on a belt with a fucking lighter on it and rapping with the fucking drawers with the hole in it but you bought the tennis shoes and got the haircut, but your tank top dingy. Like, and you know what I'm saying? It's when people see that and they used to this standard, and there's no budget anymore for
Right.
artist repertoire. There's no budget
Mhm.
for artist development at these labels no more. They want you to
Right.
come as a finished product. So
Mm.
if a nigga going to listen and let you hone them and cultivate them and mold them, then you got something to work with. But
Right.
when what fucks the game up is Chief Keef and them came where niggas
Yeah.
could go buy a Nikon camera,
Yeah.
spend $300 and rap in grandma's house, smoking weed, flashing guns,
Yeah.
and the song not mixed right. It's just you just look angry and
You
you just
freestyling.
rap and the beat nice. So that's the mold that we're into. Even
Right.
to today's point, if you look at music videos of artists that are not signed to label, if you look at Drake's new music videos, there's no Benny Boom, $1 million cameraman,
Yep.
box and all that. It's a nigga with a camera, $1,000, $2,000 lens, a Bluetooth speaker in the back, and props.
Some good ass lights.
So I'm saying, so
Yeah.
that's where the problem comes in.
So let me ask you
And
this though. Let me ask you this because that great answer. So based on like you said, you made a list, and all them artists that you named got traction here, and they got some sort of a reach outside of this area. Would you agree?
so to that, it's
Mm-hmm.
not real traction. If you
Okay.
make this music, right,
Yeah.
and you're in your neighborhood and you're rapping, the only people listening to it is your neighborhood and the people dissing you. And then a bunch of little motherfuckers that don't really matter. Them little white kids at Wilson is not coming to your show to get shot the fuck up. Their parents not letting them. Every time you try to do a show, it's getting shut the fuck down. So
Yeah.
there's nothing there. You just get your little $300-$400 every month from United Masters and whatever you
Yeah.
get from your YouTube shit.
Yeah.
It's not real.
I did an interview with Z Rock, and he said the exact same thing. He said y'all views not even real. He said that's just people being nosy in y'all drama.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
real. There's
Yeah.
nothing tangible. There's not
Yeah.
a motherfucker in Houston, Texas that don't go to college there that's from here that's riding around listening to nobody from here. Not
Right.
I've
me,
heard,
no opinion. I'm not dissing nobody.
No, no,
I'm
I'm
not,
with you.
you know
I'm
what I'm
with you.
saying?
I'm with
But
you. I'm with
nobody's listening to Nino Paid. No, Wale was the standard. If you're not
you. Right.
trying to do what Wale did, you're not trying to make them type of records. You're not
Yeah.
trying to have a chorus, a
Yeah.
verse, a
Yeah.
chorus, a bridge, a second
Yeah.
verse, and an outro. You're wasting your time.
This goes. You just led me to another question. This is my last one because I could be here all day with you. Um, why do you think people don't like Wale on the artistry side? Because artists seem to support him. I feel like it's just certain. I don't. I feel like Wale do get support, but it's the narrative that he don't. Why you think that is?
Wale, I've worked with Wale plenty of times. Wale is a cool dude, but he can come across as arrogant. And just like anybody with once you at the top of the totem pole, you earn the right to have your picks. So
Right.
whatever those picks is, either you can get with it or you can't. You know what I'm saying? It don't
Right.
really matter, but he's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's his personality. Sometimes he could be cool, and then sometimes he can come across as real arrogant.
Yeah.
And then when you have somebody like myself, who I don't need nobody for no money, I don't need nobody for a relationship. I
Right.
move to the beat of my own drum.
Right.
I don't gotta kiss your ass. I don't want
Right.
to be in the section. I'll get a section beside you and spend the same money you spending. No
Right.
problem. So when you garner that, either you become a friend or you become a foe. Does that
Mm.
make sense?
Yep. Perfect sense. In other words, we even gonna be on the same page or we not, because I don't need you, so I ain't going for your bullshit. I got you.
Exactly. And that goes like so many artists here. I look at the change since Amp was sold. Amp sold. I'm not even going to disclose the amount that it was sold for, but I got a hefty payout for losing my job from them selling that company. Um, it was a time where Amp was. We used the artists here because we knew that we had the connections with the labels, but it came to a point where the labels kept sending us Rob 49. Okay, y'all gave Rob 49 all that money to sign with y'all, but y'all don't want to pay us for bringing them on the platform. But we every time y'all call, we supposed to stop what we doing. So
Right.
pay us to put the artists on the platform. Create a
Right.
budget, an amp budget every month, and y'all give us this amount of money, and whoever y'all send through for the month, Y'all send as many as y'all want for this amount. If y'all don't want to send this amount, you can send this amount when you will get 5 artists through there every month. So now y'all paying our overhead. But what I looked at in the city is once Amp was sold, all these artists who was, oh, Tizzy, they think because Amp is done, ain't shit cooking in the background to build another company and sell it. That's the name of the game. You build
Right.
a company, you sell it,
Sell
you
it.
build
Yep.
another one, you sell it.
Yep. Yep.
That's what if you're not trying to do that, I don't know what the fuck you in
Right.
business for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's the whole name of the game. So the artists here, they'll say, oh, they think that it's not, that it's done and it's over with, or we fell off or whatever, which is just asinine. But that's what they think, and then they move differently according to that. So, oh, Tizzy, come on, but then when you feel, oh, I'm trying to come on Amp. Oh no, we working something else out right now. No. They don't want to answer the phone when you need them to. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
come. So you learn nothing is real.
Right.
It's all fake. It's
Right.
all fake. Me and Trey Five, we real men. It's not fake. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This
Right.
is it's a real relationship.
Right.
He don't need nothing from me. I don't need nothing from him. We just fuck with each other. I
Right.
fuck with him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So, and that'd be another thing that motherfuckers don't understand coming from this area. Like, it's nothing is real.
Right. Would you manage your artist?
I've done it. I would do it again. I'm actually in the process of starting a label. I've been praying to God. I've been reading the Bible, just trying to find the right name. Um, just trying to figure out a name for the label. But this building is going to be a fully functioning record label. It's going to be Washington D.C.'s Motown.
Mm.
I got rooms for podcasts. I got anything you need to get done. I got a band rehearsal space out there. The go-go bands can come up there rehearsing anything. So when the artists don't know how to perform and they scared, you can bring your ass right in there, put the shit on and rap. It's no
Yeah.
excuse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to put a nigga on a titty. Everybody, if you're a man, you got dick and balls. You gotta stand on your two and let your nuts hang, and you're gonna be all right. All you gotta do is jump out there if this is what you want to do. So I've done the management thing, but I'm also now trying to turn this whole situation into a bona fide label. And like I said earlier, with the building, I'm going to
Yeah.
get
Nah, you
as soon
got
as we
yeah.
check the
I'm
check.
I'm
Now
with
we can create the ecosystem where
Yep.
I can guarantee that the artists are going to get paid and
Yep.
everybody can eat.
Yep. And they're gonna have everything in house for the most part.
Everything in house. So
Yep.
like Trey Five, not trying to tell him how to run his business, but he do the ciphers. All right, boom. I got the ciphers. I got the merch. All right, cool. But I want to eliminate my overhead. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to these universities and I'm gonna go to the art department and I'm gonna find these interns and I'm gonna give them a tenure for an internship for a duration of time. They need their hours and they need to work to graduate from school. So I don't gotta pay no cameraman 5, 6, 700 or whatever I'm paying for these ciphers. I'm gonna reach out to these little man, boom, boom, boom. Then I'm gonna do what I gotta do, get my shit together in DC so I can get the SYPs. Cause if it's a certain amount of miles from the city limits, shooting ain't nothing but right there from fucking DC. So boom,
Right.
now we can garner that. Now we got more free labor and we exposing the youth to this, that, and the third. We keeping them off the streets. They still getting paid, but boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna
Yep.
scale the business. We gonna keep scaling, and blow the fuck up. And we
Mm.
gonna get the cipher so big that when they had a Whammy Awards, they can't not mention Trey Five Cipher. They can't. We're not gonna be a place where you could ignore us and just keep liking the shit, putting the airplane or reposting it.
Yeah.
Nah, everybody we reaching out to.
Now I was gonna say though,
You was cooking while you what the
if
fuck? You was
you go
cooking.
you go up Duke
What
Ellington,
it do,
a lot
kid?
of that's where the talent at for real.
What's good?
Got a lot of talent. I'm not saying they're the
Oh,
only
okay.
place, but I've met a few of the students from there before that do camera work, all type
From
of shit.
where?
Up
Who?
Duke
Where?
Ellington from Duke.
Oh, you got it. Oh, all right, bet. Dang, Tizzy ass. Oh, he back.
There you go. No, he froze on my end. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think it cut me off, but
Yep.
I will just Trey Five don't deserve no money. Dutch don't deserve no money for whatever he doing, however he put the shit
Mm.
together. You know what I'm saying?
What's good,
I
Trey Five?
recorded Bills.
Oh, he
Me
talking.
and
Oh
Bills
shit,
go
my
back
bad.
about 5, 6, 7 years. I recorded her. She can rap her ass off. Had the music videos, everything right. The problem with her situation is the area. It's not the music. It's not the image. It's nothing other than the area,
Facts.
which comes back to the infrastructure. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
That's why my cousin went out Cali, bro. He knew that early on.
Yeah.
He knew that, bro. He knew that.
Well, speaking of that, I got somebody who I feel like she built the infrastructure in this area, and I want you to tell them what who you is, what you got going on this weekend, so I can get everybody to come to the event. Everybody already interested, but they
Mm.
don't know you the one behind the madness.
Um, yeah. So pretty much, my name is Kels. Our Society Battle League owner, the #1 battle rap league in the DMV, all that good shit. This weekend we have our biggest battle rap event that we do every single year. It's Eminence 7. I've had my league for 7 years. This is the seventh year in August. Um, and yeah, it's lit. We got a lot of names on the card from URL. We got a lot of names, local niggas that I built up here that are on URL also. And yeah, it's a lit situation. We got 3 days, 2 days worth of raps, and then Sunday we doing the comedy brunch.
You ain't never been there. This is the event to go. I'm
Facts.
trying to
This is
tell
the
y'all,
one.
anytime y'all ever hear about battle rap in the area, this is who
Where's
they
that
talking
again?
about.
Oh, Martinis, my bad. Martinis in Fort Washington. That's where we do most of our events.
I ain't been to a battle rap yet.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it
it's
be
your
lit.
time, brother.
Especially mine. My events be fire.
Especially, it's the only
Yeah, I
one to
want to
go
go.
to.
Man, I used to watch battle rap all the time. I want to go to
You
one.
gonna see the people. You
I
gonna
just
see
want
the
to feel
people you
the
used to
energy in
watch.
the room.
Yeah, I was about to say who you watch.
I watched URL.
Oh, okay.
I was
Yeah, we
watching like
got.
what's his name, Murder Mook when he was in his prime. Tay Rock, I
Mm,
still watch Tay Rock every now and then.
yeah,
Um,
Rock be at a lot of my events, but he won't be there this weekend because he got booked for something else.
Who the
yeah,
biggest battle rapper from here? Or
good
like
question.
from the area?
I'll put her on blast. Yeah.
I'm
Cause I don't know
crying.
nothing from here to be honest. Or I might have
Yeah, I
seen it on
didn't
YouTube. They
even.
from
I
here.
never knew this
You don't know
area
none.
was
I don't
big
know no
in
battle rappers
battle
from here.
rapping.
No, ain't
None is
no
kind of
way you
crazy.
can say not today.
None
Not
is
in
kind of crazy.
2026. You cannot say none. It's no way.
Nah, I don't know none either.
You under a
I
rock.
mean, okay, so can I ask y'all?
I
Um,
never thought it was a thing in this area for
Now I
real.
seen some before, like on
That's
Instagram.
because
I've
you
seen.
moved out west bubble, man.
Nah,
mm,
That don't count.
Vito, he
yeah,
be
Hood
on
like
that shit
Vito.
And you
too.
know
That's my
one.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's yeah, I do know one. He be going there.
that's at least one.
He be going there. That's
I
my
don't
man.
even know
And
about
and
battle rap, but you see
I
him battle.
think Vito, I yeah, he can go against the greats, man. Like dude be getting
He
down.
can. He battled Saturday.
Mm.
But Vito has had some fire opponents. Shotgun Should, Kid Slade, T Top from URL, all three of them from URL. He's had some great opponents.
I'm gonna have to check some of this out. It was under the radar for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't sound like it.
the local scene is like a if you know, you know. And you telling me that, I know that you know Vito, but you telling me that just means the rest of these niggas, they not doing what they supposed to do when it comes to
Yeah,
marketing
man. I
themselves
don't
and
even see
branding
it
and
come
all
up
that.
on Instagram. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
the most I see from DC, DMV area is like, of course, Go Go. You got
Hmm.
Crazy Legs out that joint with the beat your feet.
Facts.
And rappers,
Hmm.
but um battle rap. I never thought it was
What
it
would you
was a thing.
say? What would you say for somebody that ain't never been to one? What it's actually like versus what they would assume is like going to one.
Um, so I can speak for my events and other events. I think people, when it comes to battle rap, always think it's gonna be fights because they're like aggressive and they're
Yeah.
talking shit to each other and blah blah blah, and it's not. Like we've been doing events at Martinis for 7 years, and we might have had one fight that was the battlers themselves.
Let me
So
ask you this question.
yeah. Hmm.
Um is it anything off limits in a battle situation?
So they say it's a rule
Is
in
it
battle rap that
rules?
they say it's a rule in battle rap that there are no rules. Like they literally say that. But I personally, we're all adults, and I feel like if you have something that you would like off limits, like if you have deceased family members that
Yep.
like it may have just happened, I feel like you can be adult enough and your opponent can be respectable enough. Y'all
Right.
have real quick conversation, be like, just please don't talk about that, and we good. Like,
Right.
but there would be some people that try to, oh, you can't talk about this, that, and then no, we just don't need to battle.
It just watered
Arsenal.
down at this
Yeah.
That's
point.
Arsenal. He gonna do all that shit.
Yeah, Arsenal will do all of it. But I feel like if somebody just like hit them like, yo, this a little too close to home, I feel like Arsenal will respect that.
Me personally, I think nothing should be off limits. I think
Hmm.
if you decide to sign up for that, that is something that you
You gotta
decide to
take.
sign
Yeah,
up
you gotta
for
take what come with it. Fact.
because
I
It's a
don't
the,
gladiator
agree.
the the
sport.
whole battle rap idea is to
Hmm.
get up under your skin as much as possible to take you out of your game. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying?
And you
So
gotta
Okay.
stand in
if
it.
if you can't take that, I
Right.
don't
It's
think
not.
you should be in
It's
there.
not to rap better than you.
It's
Huh?
to rap better. But
That's
It's
part of
not
it
I
to
though.
don't
rap
That's
I
part of
don't
better.
it.
know.
Like
It's
yeah,
that's.
no,
not
listen. I was
I know
about
it's
to
different
say like
components, but
multiple things can be true, but I think it's like now it's not just rapping, it's also battling, and a part of the battling part can be the trying to get your opponent out their body. But it's a little more structured now than it
mm,
used to be.
Yeah, for sure.
So like just for an example, I can use my
I like
league. Like,
used to be.
yeah, we're all local, so we all know each other. Nobody wants to talk about somebody's dead mother in the battle here, and then you got to see that nigga every other day, and it's up every single time. Nobody feel like
Right.
doing all that.
Right.
Respectfully, I can
I
show you
I
that I
I
rap
want
better than you,
okay.
though.
I'm gonna interject with this, right? Y'all know I'm a wrestling fan, right? And the psychology of wrestling is this.
Put on the shirt.
When you're going in there and you're doing that promo against the motherfucker, you gotta go in. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And on top of that, which they do have some stuff that is off limits, but your goal is to get the reaction from the crowd.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
agreed upon, though.
understand that, look, yeah, I rap better than you, but some of these dudes, they you can tell, and I want to ask you a question about this too, because it runs into this.
yes.
When when they, start the line or whatever, and what is it with the people? Is it off the head or is this written shit?
They write it.
They write
Okay.
all that shit.
Okay,
Watch
Like
out.
because
it's
because
rehearsed.
Yeah,
because
but
the people behind them will be saying it, and then
Right.
they
yeah,
get
so
messed up, and then
some
they'll start it over. And I'm like,
some of them can freestyle. Not everybody can freestyle, but it's pre-written, right? So I'm gonna give you an example. Like my event Friday and Saturday,
mm,
they knew their opponents 2 months ago. So they
mm,
had two
Right.
months to write their material
oh,
out,
that's
to
sweet.
prepare, whether
Mm.
it's one round, 3 round. There shouldn't be a choke, stumble, a hiccup while you're rapping
Right,
because
Not for
right.
sure.
you've been doing this for 2 months.
They get
Well,
that
you
wrong.
should have been. Yeah, you should have been. No, 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 no. This is my biggest event of the year, so I gave them the 2 months, but
Right. So they. Right. So not.
I
Right.
I
Okay.
put
Real
them on like,
performance.
yeah, I
Yeah.
put them on like 3 weeks typically, to
Okay.
be completely honest.
I think that's a good enough time though, because
Hell yeah.
and you'll show if you've been doing your homework or not.
Hmm.
It'll show.
Right.
But yeah,
If you
and
Right.
just
even like,
saying in general shit, oh,
so
you
yeah,
ain't even
another
research.
another thing about like the aspect of what's off limits. You can tell what's off limits if you research your opponent. So let's say somebody did talk about a personal situation that is they didn't react to it, blah, blah, blah. Let's say you what is it called, like you foreshadow it in your promo, blah blah blah, whatever. Like
Mm,
as long as you do your proper research, study your opponent the way that you're supposed to, you can tell what's off limits and what's not, whether they say it or not. But if they
right.
don't say it, then it's fair game.
Right.
Is that going to actually affect the artist if it's a line or something that they've heard? You know, or a topic they've been attacked.
Real
You know,
muffled.
Yeah,
that's
it
really
was
going
it
to,
was super muffled. You said is that gonna affect what?
I said, say it, they did their research their opponent, right?
Hmm.
And and they're using the topic that they've heard somebody else talk about because they know it's a safe topic. Is that really going to affect the opponent?
I mean, it depends. Like angles, some angles just don't die. Like, like I'm trying to think of like an angle that everybody fucking uses.
That papoose
Shit.
from me, my shit.
Okay, I didn't want to go there, but all right. So listen, because
Yeah,
Easy
that might
think I
be
got
better.
Yeah,
beef with him
explain
for
this to
whatever
me.
reason. Easy think I got beef with him, but I'm cool with our leagues battling each other. It's no beef. It's all promo. I don't care. But so every single person that Easy battles mentions it just in a different way, and it that angle will never die. Whether they stay together forever, whether they are no longer together, that angle's not going anywhere, and it will always be used against him.
So what you think?
You guys get
I
robbed,
can't
knocked
stand
out.
him. I think he corny.
Who,
I ain't
Easy?
like what he did with Cassidy, man. I ain't like that.
I was out there too. I mean, I don't know him personally enough to decide if he's corny or not, right? Like I know him. I watched him come up. I watched him do his URL battles to get on, leave URL, blah blah blah, and all of that. Um, on a personal level, though, we ain't had that many conversations for me to decide if he is an actual corny person. But there have been some corny things that he has done. Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
What? Okay, it's a two-part question. Um, what made you want to tackle this genre? And the second part is,
That's a good one.
what did you do before this? Like, what was your thing?
All right. So I watched battle rap since like 2008 or 9. I want to say it was 2009. And I just felt like it was so cool. But I was like, y'all, like, I didn't know there was a local scene anywhere. I didn't know where to find the events. I just watched battles, watch battles, watch battles. And then one day, I randomly found the local league, decided to go to their events. I had a conversation with them and they asked me to join the staff. And I just decided to become a manager first. Like I saw a battler for the very first time because, like I said, I've been watching it for so long. I watched the
Mm,
battler's first battle and I was like, I like him. I want to help him.
mm,
And I've been managing ever since. That was like, actually, that was 10 years ago. And then I didn't start my own league until 3 years later. But before this, I wasn't really doing too much. I mean, my best friend, he was an artist when we were back in college, and I used to manage him, and we actually put on a couple shows.
mm.
We put on a couple little like mini concerts, whatever. But that was pretty much it. Promotion based things.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And what is the benefits of battle rapping? Like, is it lucrative? Is it just hobby based?
Mm.
How is that?
If you make it to you, well, not just URL, but if you make it to the heights of URL, all those leagues up there, you will absolutely get paid. Yes. Some
Okay,
people do it as a hobby. Some people do it competitively. They just want to be better than niggas. You can get paid on all levels though, as long as you bring something to the table.
right.
What does bringing something to the table consist of?
So like I have some battlers. I have one battler that used to bring like maybe 30 people with him. Like they'll be all chilling outside and he'll be like, I got a battle, y'all, let's go. I would literally give him a percentage of
Mm,
the amount of people he brought through the door because he always brought those people.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
gotcha.
Like I'm talking always. Like at least 15
What's
minimum.
the hottest what's the hottest most disrespectful line you ever heard?
No, 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 no. The most disrespectful line I've ever heard came from a battle rapper that is homosexual, and it's funny because
I can believe it. Bro.
he
I can
ain't have to
believe
do that.
they do be
Yeah,
going in.
nah, no, but listen. So he is amazing. We're friends. His name is J2, but
Mhm.
he told a girl something about sucking her daddy's dick and something something, and it was just like I get the disrespect, but it's like, did you have to say that? Like, bruh,
That's on some
like
Biggie shit.
That nigga on
White
the
yeah,
run
boy,
right
white
now,
boy.
though.
I
Anderson
forget
That
his
Barrett,
nigga on the
name.
run.
Anderson something.
Okay,
Anderson
let me
Barrett,
ask that question.
yeah.
How do the homosexual battle rapper, how do they come off? Do the crowd get with them when they do, or
Mhm.
or do they reject the person because of their sexuality until they, win the crowd over?
Yeah, you better
So
look
I'll
that
say
nigga up.
this, J2, he's a nigga. Like he's not insanely flamboyant. He
He just
can
ain't
be
feminine.
around most, yeah, like he's not like that. So he's a nigga and
That's
he
what I
he
always
raps like
say.
one.
You can be gay, but just be and still be masculine.
Yeah.
You just a dick.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
went to
saying? But at the end of the
Baltimore and
day,
my man lose to a gay nigga. It was terrible.
huh? You
Your mic
said you
muted.
lost the fight to a
My
gay
man
nigga.
lose to lose a
Oh, it's
battle to
not muted. I can't hear him.
Trey said you said you lost the fight to a gay dude.
He said
I
he
like I
lose
like
the
that
I
for
battle.
mean,
you.
I thought I heard that.
I
That's
Talk
like
about
funny.
that's
that.
what I
And,
heard.
once you
I'm just
start,
saying. I thought I heard it. I thought I
I'm
once
heard
you
it.
crying.
start.
I mean,
No, I
look.
said my man lost a battle to a
This
gay
is
nigga in Baltimore. That's when I
okay.
realized, like, oh, that shit don't matter. Like, rap is rap. If you could sell
Rap
that
is
shit and you
rap.
rapping good, he was
I can
cooking
barely
him.
hear him. I don't know what happened.
Because I would think so because they more witty and because they gotta defend themselves all the time. You gotta think about that.
Oh,
They
they
gotta
quick on
defend
their
themselves
feet.
all the time.
They real
And
quick
on
with
top of that,
comebacks.
like they got that gift to gab. You know what I'm saying? So
Very
if
personable.
they yep, if they have that talent to rap and incorporate that shit in there, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can definitely see that.
I mean, you could. But we was talking about the infrastructure, and you did build the infrastructure. And Tizzy, you trying to build a what?
Why
Motown
can
in
I not
DC?
hear him?
You might
But
gotta
yeah,
leave and come back. I be having to
Tizzy,
do that all
I
the
did
time.
want to ask
Never
Tizzy
not
a
hear me.
question on that, and you just reminded me. Tizzy, you said you wanted to build a Motown of the DMV. I had that dream long time
Hold on.
ago,
I'll be
probably about
right back.
15 years ago when I started my label, right? Um, what do you think realistically that will take based on the egos? And is he still here?
He
Yeah, I'm
right
here.
there.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Based on the egos and mentality and crabs in the barrel type mentality we have here, what makes you think that you can like actually do that? Plenty have tried, and everybody tends to run into the same goddamn wall.
Hmm.
That's a great question.
Oh, that's a
Great question.
good question.
Hey Dutch, you might need to go back to doing interviews, bro. You asking some good questions,
I'm
man.
telling you, you be on some
I know,
bullshit.
man. Look, Marlon been trying to
On the
get
show
me.
with him. I'm telling
Um,
you.
damn. So like I don't know if you was in here earlier when I said I don't really pay attention to the crabs and the burrow thing because it's a bunch of crabs, but they're all fighting to get to nothing. There's nothing here already. So
Mhm.
when I say build a Motown to different people, that may mean different things. What I mean by it is Motown was a one-stop shop. You could rehearse, you could record, you could get everything you needed it done everything you needed to get done to complete you as an artist, to make you a whole artist and ship you out. I don't know about other people's resumes or what their experience is, how traveled they are, how far they went into the industry, the connections and things they have. But it's not hard once you find the right artist. And what you may believe to be the right artist and what the right artist is can be two totally different things. So
Mhm.
I agree.
you have to sit back and observe the landscape and see what the people genuinely gravitate to. So right now, like I said, I'm getting ready to start the label. I'm just praying for the name. We got an artist, Solid One Suave. He doesn't need anything. He doesn't
Say it
need
again. What's his
anything.
name?
Suave.
Is
You
he
type
light
him up.
skinned?
Solid One. That's his Instagram name. Solid, like the press regular solid. Solid, the number one dot Suave.
I
I'm
think I
Is
know
he
talking
him.
about
light? Is he a light skinned nigga?
light skin, short,
Oh,
glasses,
never mind.
popping it, like talking that shit. Like ain't too
Yeah.
many niggas out here rapping better than him. He got his own money. He willing to invest in himself. He can really rap. He's not talking no dumb killer shit.
How old is he?
I wouldn't give him no more than 28.
Oh, all right, all right.
Bro, it's
Ain't no
another
Um,
changing.
artist on the come up. I don't know how you probably feel about him, but his name is Trey TG. He like 22. He tough too, bro. What's his name, your man? You just said only who? The
what'd you
artist you
say?
just said. What's his name?
Solid one, Suave.
Solid one dot
Got
suave. I'm about
Mm.
to send it to you, Marlon.
got you.
Hey Tizzy, you said you everything you said sounds great on paper, right? Now, when you
I see it.
even when you working with the artist, I want you to talk about, and I know you have experienced the artist ego, where you probably took this person from obscurity to a certain level, right? And then for some fucking reason, they tend to think that they're bigger than the program when they get to a certain level.
That's everywhere.
If you experience that, how did you handle it? And are you prepared for that when trying to build
Oh
this
shit! What happened to
said
my
Motown?
audio?
Yeah, so one, how I structure my contracts, like I said last time, I'm I'm a fair person. I like to believe that. So even with it, if it's money, I don't want a penny more than what I'm owed, but I don't want a penny less. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
want what's rightfully mine. So even how I structure my contracts, most of them are on a yearly basis. It's not no long drawn out number of this, number of that. It's years. But if a person gets to a place where they are feeling themselves, I
Mm.
have no problem bowing out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? How everything is
I
structured.
yeah, I had to
You know what I'm
I had
saying?
That's
to
what I
I
was
had to
saying earlier.
evolve to that. I had to
That's what
Yeah,
I was
evolve
saying.
to that, bro.
That's what I was
Like
yeah.
saying
I
earlier
was
about.
I was arguing with niggas. I was man,
For what?
but
See,
it got
see,
to
what happens is, and I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but I've done okay for
get a
myself in
game,
life.
get a game, get a
So
game.
anything for me is not out of desperation. It's not because I need to do it, because I have to do it. It's genuinely because I want to do it. So the
Right.
moment I don't want to do it, I don't mind being the dude to take my ball and go home. I don't
I feel
have to
that.
do it. You
I
know what I'm
feel that.
saying? Now I ain't gonna be no bitch and take my ball and go home for no reason. I ain't gonna
Right.
do that. But if it's not advantageous, I don't have a problem taking the ball and going home.
Yeah, that so before you came on, he kind of gave a pitch. You know what I'm saying?
I
This all
love the way you
started because
Okay.
said it.
he made a video about the showcases and all that. We're not getting back into that. We had a whole to talk about that, but
Okay.
he damn, I had a question. What am I about to say? No, earlier I had said you know, as you know, the people that become a problem, you just gotta weed them out. Just keep it simple.
You
You know what I'm
do.
saying? As long as you know you're not doing no bullshit on your end, if anybody just bring it, just weed them out. Simple.
That's
Like I
true.
That's
got
what he was
artists.
saying.
I mean, that's the thing. My evolution started where I had my little brother from prison. He wanted me to do something, and it didn't start as a label at first. He just wanted me to do something with his music that's coming from prison. So I was a spectator, but I had to learn the game the hard way. I swear, I had to learn the game the hard way, and it was where people took your kindness for weakness and all of
Mm-hmm.
that, man. And to the point where I came out of that a straight up fucking businessman. You know what I mean? Like everything you're saying, I had to evolve to that. To the point where I got out of the business, but I used that same mentality and business acclimate to what I do now. And I'm glad I went through it, and I was just asking for the next guy who is coming in green and you to get him some pointers on that. Cause I wish somebody told me about this shit before I started dealing with these little niggas. Like it was hell, bro.
Feel that, and it becomes a thing sometimes. Like I had an artist, uh, I ain't even gonna say her name, but I had an artist.
Yeah, don't even say
She
that
was
name because
she
I can
was
say
doing her
without a name.
thing, real popular in the area, and it came to a point where it's like, okay, you can rap, but you can't make a song. We need you to make a
Oh,
song. We got to get you to make a song. We need
Mm-hmm.
to make a song. A song. This is the music business. This ain't the freestyle business. This is the music business. So if you want to get to this next level, If you can't come up with it on your own, let's bring in these writers. Let's bring in this. Allow me to allow yourself to use me. I have this Rolodex for a reason. Let me use it. You don't want to use it, then you're gonna reach a ceiling, and then I can't. I don't need to be around you because you're popular. I don't care about your popularity. Popularity never paid none of my 3 mortgages. So
Right.
I don't care about popularity. How are we gonna? If I'm gonna be involved and my name and all this is gonna be attached to it, how are we gonna scale this? If we can't scale it, I take my ball and just go home.
Go the fuck
We're gonna
home.
still be cool,
Bruh.
and you know,
Bro, I gave back 3 contracts on some Dr. Dre type. I don't want nothing, shorty. Go.
yeah.
Like I gave back 3 contracts, and the person in the industry, they'll probably be like, nah, I'm gonna milk you forever. It's peace of mind. And you have peace of mind, and then you have just dealing with bullshit, right?
And
So
like Kels could probably attest to this. Like she said, she was a fan of battle rap first, and then
mhm,
she actually ended up getting a gig working in a league, and then she created her own. I
right.
was blessed and fortunate. I was just a rapper at first. You know what I'm saying? I did my little thing. You know, I was okay doing my little thing, but I wasn't getting the traction. I'm like, okay, nigga got kids. Fuck this rap shit.
Right.
We ain't about to keep doing what we was doing outside because these
Hmm.
babies matter. So let's try to spin and go do something right. In that, I end up meeting. Well, I didn't end up meeting him. I already know him. Zeppelin Tillman was the real owner of AMP, and he just off of friendship, he just liked the way I moved in rooms and everything, and just shit that I learned from the streets. He was not a street guy. He was a Georgetown kid. His mother was rich, owned a chain of daycares, and
Mhm.
I would be his. When he go up 37th and do what he doing, and they trying to solve press him and play with him. Whole fool, we ain't doing all that though. Oh, all right. And so now when we going across the country in these rooms, I don't want to say I was his muscle, but I'm just
Yeah,
his
I was
extra
about to
set of
say
ears and
you the
eyes, and
muscle.
you know we gonna do what we do. But I got to learn from him. So while he's sitting at the Steve Harvey show, going backstage and talking to Steve Harvey, I'm not in the room, but I'm still in the SUV with him going back to the hotel. Hey, what he was talking about?
And he
What?
regurgitating
I'm not
everything.
pressed to get in the picture with him and
Hey,
Steve
what he was
Harvey.
Yep.
talking about?
He giving that nigga the juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just sitting
What
back
the fuck
eating it
going
up.
on?
I don't
Yep.
gotta sit here because when I come to my neighborhood, yeah, I'm the man in my neighborhood, but in this area,
Mhm.
I ain't shit. So I'm gonna
Yep.
be the fly on the wall. I'm gonna show
Hmm.
up the game, and then I'm gonna insert where I see you lack at. I don't want to be on Front Street. I'm gonna just say,
Yep.
hey, bro, we should do this. Why we letting the label pimp us? They got more money than all of us combined. Let them pay us. Damn, I never thought about it like that. No, it's not. He ain't not that he didn't think about it like that. He just don't want to ruffle the feather because he appreciates the connection. Okay, the connection is there. We're shown what we can do. Are y'all gonna break bread or not? It's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But it takes two hands
Hmm.
to wash. To one hand wash the other, both wash the face.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Big time
somebody
black hat.
has to. You have to dedicate yourself to that tutelage and just sit there and be grateful for the moment and be learning. I never cared about being next to the nigga. I'm gonna be the nigga in my own right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rule my domain, but when I'm with you, I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna take what I can learn and we gonna grow and we gonna go and we gonna grow. And I can say, hey, Trey Fire, you my man. Hey, bro, you should do this. Da, 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 da. So when I meet Kenny Burns through him, yeah, that's Kenny Burns. Da, da, da. Oh, that's Tizzy that be with. So if I ever need, oh, he a good nigga. He a loyal nigga. He ain't never backbite the man. And what you
Yeah.
need, Tiz? Angie Ange. All these people in my Rolodex come directly from that. But I had to be wise enough to take the tutelage and not come in thinking I know everything, not trying to be on, I'm from Kennedy Street time. That shit don't matter here. These people don't, they got fucking dress shoes that cost more than your fucking house. They don't
Yeah.
give a
Mhm.
fuck. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So
Man.
it's just learning the tutelage and being humble and knowing, how to read rooms, how to, you know what I'm saying? But you definitely, to me, you got the mentality to do some shit. whatever kind of business. You're not a dumb guy. You know what I'm saying? You should
Mhm.
definitely consider getting in the podcast space because you ask great questions. No Diddy shit. You're not a bad looking person. You're not ugly. You know what I'm saying? So you seem like you put yourself together nice when you want to. You know what I'm saying? So the sky's the limit for you for real. You just got what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm glad, but I'm glad I got out of the music industry shit because it's like you said you was a firefighter, right?
Yep,
I
that's my
did it.
bread and
I,
butter.
I was a firefighter as well, right?
I
And I'm gonna tell you the story. The thing was, I worked at the ATF building doing maintenance and shit, right? But
mm,
they did like burns and shit, so I was like, oh, I think I want to do that.
mm,
So when I got into it, I thought that's what I wanted to do, but it was very interesting until certain things. I started seeing certain things like there's a lot of racism in there. You
and
know,
tell me about it.
man, bruh.
See, this
Um,
is a money grab for me, Dutch. I
I
got a
feel you.
7 year plan.
I feel you. But when I seen
5 years, I bought 3 houses in this
they
motherfucker.
showed a video of a motherfucker who just retired. Yeah, I think he's been retired for like 5 years, but he was talking with one of these, right? And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yeah, every fire I go in, you're gonna get a little bit of carbon
Monoxide.
Monoxide.
monoxide in your shit." And he smoked, and I smoked cigarettes. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't."
Taking off my shit now.
Okay, that shit turned me off. I was like, I don't want to be up this joint like that. But I switched. But I'm still glad I got the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Now I was in that industry for 10 plus years, and what I seen in it, not just what we talking about tonight, but it's just certain shit in there that I did not want to be a part of, and I was on the small level seeing crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine being up there and we look at the Diddies, we look at all of these and we judge these people, but it's a lot that go on in that industry that
Hmm.
human eyes shouldn't even fucking see. And I know me, I have an addictive personality, and I probably will be into a lot of shit that you probably wouldn't think that you'll be into once you're in there. You know what I'm saying? Not on no gay shit. Not no gay shit. See,
I
I
don't
see
know what
you,
the fuck
Bro,
Trey.
you
you
saying.
I see
I ain't
started
gonna
you,
it,
lie. I
man.
don't
You
Trey.
know what the
started.
fuck you
You
saying.
said
Nah,
No
tap me up
you
bullshit.
like
looking at
gay,
me
so we
like,
open the
oh,
You
door.
talk about. I don't know what the fuck you saying.
because I
I ain't
did
gonna
mention
hold you.
Diddy.
The
I'll admit
sky
that. I'll
is the
admit,
limit, brother.
I
Fuck is
mean, he just had freak offs. Maybe I would have been in some crazy ass freak offs. No gay shit. But at the end of the day, I seen a lot of shit that I did not. And on top of that, that shit turns people you close to young like nah. I said I'm done with that, but I took all of those skills and all everything I learned there and rebranded it into some new shit that I'm definitely proud of.
Trey, this Ariel, can I say something? Because I'm just late. I've been listening. Uh,
Hey, what's up, gang?
hey, I'm here.
Ariel, what's up?
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
So,
hey, hey.
y'all talking about the industry. I do a lot of community work, but my first ground was in the industry. So, I work with MC Light, been working with her since I was 21. So, I work with an icon.
Fire.
So it's a different type of level when you work with somebody that is really one of the front runners of hip hop and the rap industry. And then also I did work in LA at Rock Nation. So I was just at the whole concert all last weekend and everything. And I hear both sides because when I'm being from Chicago and going to LA and you're in the meeting and you see somebody just pull out coke and sniff it, you're like, oh my God, in front of me? Like I
Shit
see
like
you.
that, yeah.
Like Cat Williams, like I see you, it went up your nose. Oh my God. It's a
Like, whoa, I
uh,
seen you all my life, bro.
yeah,
Like,
like oh
That
my
big
God,
as
like
shit.
y'all really do this. Like it's really a
They do.
culture shock, or even like living in LA and knowing about girls that are like personal sex toys of celebrity couples. Won't get into that here, won't ever repeat who it was, but they get allowances to be sex toys for celebrities. It's a real culture shock. I know girls that was church girls from Chicago that's in LA living a wild life right now. So it does
Hey,
change you, and that's part
Ariel.
of the reason why I didn't even my kids. I left them in Chicago, and when I had the opportunity to move them out there, I said, "Fuck no, I'm not about to have my kids come out here and grow up in LA around these celebrity kids." Because look at Northwest.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Kanye was going crazy. That's a whole
yep.
outside Chicago motherfucker. He kept saying my kids is gonna be messed up, and everybody was like, "Oh, Kanye bipolar." But now look at Northwest when nobody was listening to him because he saw what his daughter's gonna get
Got a
exposed.
grown man putting his hand arms around. Show you what,
Yeah,
13?
she got
Like
piercings, all
13.
that stuff. Maybe I'm old school, but my child ain't
No,
getting none of that
hell
shit.
no. I
Never
got a
seen none of
12-year-old.
I think
I
most of them out here.
Ari, I wanted to ask you about these influencer chicks who be going to Dubai and be getting shitted on. Like
Yep, that's a
you
thing.
that. See, I don't know nobody that did that because I don't know nobody
but
that
but you
killed
know
it.
of it
That's
though.
a real
But I
thing.
know of it. It's really
That's a
Yep.
real young.
I
All of
keep
them
hearing
that
really
you
about
has
it, but I
see
don't know if it's like a real
on
thing.
their stories and they look like they living these lavish lives, young. They
they are
take
high level escorts.
exactly.
Hmm.
And they get shitted on by
If
Saudi
you see girls
motherfuckers.
who not celebrities
Literally.
at that Mike Rubin all white party, they are high level escorts. Let me tell you, I done been. Let me listen. I wasn't at the Diddy party after 12, but I've been to a Diddy party before, and I'm telling you,
This
I
shit
can
get
see how
interesting on this
people.
motherfucker. I tell you, y'all niggas.
Man, I wouldn't even mind going to a Diddy
Let me
party
tell
though.
you, Diddy's party. I know he in jail for doing crazy
I
shit.
told you I'm a
The
freaky nigga,
best
dog.
celebrity party I've been to. Like that party was like walking into your childhood fucking dream with the music, with all the people you see there, and just the vibe. You imagine you in Dig Biggie's One Chance video. But my
Yep.
friend brother worked for him and he made us leave at like 11:30. So I'm like, what the fuck? Little Kim just walked in.
You
No,
gotta
we
get the fuck
gotta
out of
leave.
here. Some real
Look,
shit
I'm
about to
like,
go
I'm
down.
drunk as hell. So Rock like, why I gotta go? Little Kim just walked in. And it wasn't until all this shit came out. I was like, bitch, we had to go because the freak off was happening. She was dying laughing.
Freak
But
off.
I was like, we got kicked out because of the freak out. But I'm telling y'all, the industry, it has a
Oh
lot
shit.
to
What
it.
I
the fuck
tell
You
you.
happened?
just gotta be connected to the right people. And I think like for me, the DMV has so much talent. Like for me, I don't know why go-go music didn't go as mainstream as it has because it is own thing. Like house music in Chicago is a global phenomenon, but like go-go is very particular.
Ariel,
And
I wanna answer that question. And we talked about this shows ago, right? It's because in my opinion, I think it's a fact, but in my opinion, I think it's because we here, especially like DC, we always want to contain everything ourselves and don't want like take the Lizzo thing. That was the show.
I don't like her remake though. That was
But
that
but but
you
but
can't you
check it.
that's my favorite go-go song.
Even if you don't, yeah, I love that song. Even if you don't um like it, it's still exposure from one of the biggest artists in today's shit. Now, I seen a lot of comments just saying, nah, we need to keep this for us. And that's why, and not necessarily that song, but that's the principle of what I'm talking about how we always wanted to be in this bubble and don't want no one to infiltrate or add their little twist onto it where ATL,
Just about
um,
Lizzo.
um, other places, New York, they
Facts.
embraced other places even when it didn't look good for them. But that's how we know about these other places is because they embraced it. Jay, he went to Juvenile and said, I need to get on that, huh? Jay probably ain't even fuck with that. But he did it to get that audience down there. And what happens here is we just we fight against any evolution and expansion.
I can't go for that, Dutch. You know my man, but I can't go for that. Go go. I love go go. I'm a DC nigga. I was in go go bands. I'm part of the reason Go Go's was getting shut down. We was going to the La
I
Pearl. We
remember it.
see them
I remember it.
shooters. Ain't no
So
offense,
why
Trey
but
Five.
why do you think it
Oh, let me
never
out. Let me out.
did what
We
Ariel just said.
No, I
we'll
gotta hear
see.
that. No offense.
We'll see the Maryland kids get off the train. I mean, get dropped off to the go go with their mother. We taking them down. We need everything. We want
It
your
wasn't
chain.
us, brother. That
Now,
shit on
it
Twitter.
wasn't the shooting
It ain't
niggas.
no
I gotta
offense.
give
But
it
guess
that.
what?
It ain't
But
It
guess
no
what
was
you're
offense.
saying,
it was the
Tizzy?
little
That's
Lago
what you're
flower
saying. You're
kids.
saying what I'm saying, but in a different form.
No, I ain't done though. I ain't done though. But what I'm saying is, outside of that, I'm just saying my generation's role and go-go being shut down in the city and why it's not as big and prevalent as it was before, the all ages and all that shit, that's because of the 2010 graduates and motherfuckers graduated high school 2010. We fucked that up. We got to take that on the
I'm
chin. Ain't
I'm I'm
nobody
I'm
sing
So you saying
'03.
otherwise.
the violence is what, but let me give you an
But
example.
I'm talking about the sound too. The sound overall is an acquired taste. So
It
I
is.
want to keep talking about Amp,
What's,
Hmm.
but
what's
when I
y'all
was
top?
with
What's
Amp,
y'all top three original go-go songs?
That sexy lady is up there.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
that's a
fact.
that's a millennial classic because
Hmm.
anybody
Um,
that either went to Howard or somewhere over there, like if they play this here in Chicago and it gets cracking. So
right. But if you play Bazooka Bottom or you play TCB Roll Call or you play other I can't even think of them off the top of my head. They not trying to hear that shit. They like two
But
songs. They
why?
like
Why is that
T-shirt,
though?
they like Sexy Lady.
Why
well,
is
After
that
that,
though?
they done with the
Chicago has
go-go.
a lot of Howard University graduates and one of the biggest DJs from Howard. So Backyard Band is very popular here. They
Nah,
can
they
come
don't
to
be liking
man,
all
in
that shit though. They got their
2000,
little songs.
2001, backyard is gonna bring it to
When I was
town.
trying, hey bro, when I was up
Hey,
there, I was trying to
bruh.
put them on to that shit, bro. Man, them
But
motherfuckers.
Dutch, you make a good point about other people. Like one of the biggest house music songs is from Crystal Waters, and she's from the DMV. Her
Mhm.
Gypsy Woman, that's like a classic song, and she not even from
I don't
Chicago
know
or
shit about
Jersey.
house music.
Oh, it's a global
Me either.
phenomenon, baby. We drive 50,000 people to our picnics. I missed it last week. But
That's
house
fire.
music is very that's what I'm saying. Like a DC person made a very popular song. People from Jersey make it. Baltimore, they call
Yeah,
it Queen Swag.
Jersey. My girl
Yeah.
from Jersey, and she got me up on that Jersey house music, and
Who's an
it
artist from there?
yeah.
They Black Coffee is the biggest house DJ. He could go around the world and check a bed.
So house music. Oh yeah, it's the DJs and niggas be
I
The
playing
mean,
music.
but
Yeah,
house
DJs, they
music
have
has
singers
their
too.
own
They have
their
singers. It's
own
their
okay,
own
yeah, them
thing.
culture.
DJ niggas do be popping.
But
Okay,
also in the early
that's
90s
what
and the 80s, they had artists that made music
that makes
that
sense.
was like house music sound, and they was very popular. But now it's more so underground, but they still make money. It's a big ass music scene.
Alls
So
we
that's why I
Hold on,
need.
said
but sorry, just to say I'm sorry, I'm under a rock and I'm illiterate to this. But is it the DJs that's creating house mixes, or is it artists and bands creating house music?
it's
I
all
think it's a
three.
mixture.
It's a mixture.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So Black
I gotta do
Coffee
my due
makes his
diligence
own
on them.
mixes.
I ain't know all
Artists
that.
make mixes like or they'll DJ or flip it. Like they took that gospel song Jesus Will Work It Out and made it a house music song that goes fucking nuts. If you a house head, you hear it, you gonna go. It's gonna turn it up. So it's
That's
a
not the
mix.
same thing as producing original music, though. I think those two different playing fields. What we talking about? We gonna correlate it
They
to,
do,
Hey,
but they do
Ariel,
that, but they do it all though.
I
They
want
and
to
do.
that's
know why.
one of Go-Go's crutches. Is
I
a
want
lot
to
of the
know
music is not
why.
original.
I want to know why
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ariel. Why
yeah.
don't you like? Because me personally, I like the Lizzo version
I
too.
like it.
I don't like
Why
it.
don't why
I don't
don't
like
you
it
like
because
it?
I'm
They
very
gentrified.
musical.
That shit
Yeah, let me
bullshit,
tell
man.
you. Let me tell
That
you
shit
why
That's
I
to
don't
Dutch,
like
bullshit.
it.
that's to Dutch's point. Why that shit
I,
can't grow though.
Let me
I
tell
like
you.
it
No, no,
though.
no. I feel like because
I think
my
it's
ex was a producer
modernized.
and a drummer, and also his dad is a icon in the industry, and I know how production is supposed to sound because I called him to make sure I wasn't being a hater. That production sounded like it just sounded like it took
It
away
didn't
the
sound
soul
go
from
go.
it. Yeah, it took away the soul from it, and it
Did we like
But
sounded.
Pretty
but
Girls?
can
Did we?
we can
For
we can we
Wait,
did we
wait.
like Pretty
acknowledge?
Girls,
But can
y'all?
we
By
acknowledge
Wale?
she
Yeah.
is not she is
No.
not gonna make a go-go song. What she did
Yeah.
was
Pretty
take a
Girls is
go-go
popping because of
song.
the AKAs. They made it popping, and that's like they stroll song. But what I'm saying is that The Lizzo song, it was missing something. I don't know. I just
I'm gonna tell you what is
I think it
missing,
was
and
only missing
I
because
can acknowledge
you
what
know
is
where it
missing,
came from.
and it's the most littlest, it's the most
I heard
smallest
some way
thing.
she just said.
Now she
Yeah.
says, "Sexy ladies, give me your number." Now, the original is "Give me your number, girl."
Hmm.
no,
When
that's not what it is. No,
she
you
took
trying
out
to make
that
it
girl.
simple.
I am mad
No,
at that.
No, a
no,
lot of people
they
said
got
it was missing the drums, and that's what they don't like. But
first of all,
it's only if you heard the original before. I think is the thing where it's like, yeah, I don't like it.
It throws you
I mean,
off.
I
It
think it
does.
was
yeah,
watered
but
down. The production, who I think Tay Keith produced, may he rest in peace. I think that's who produced
he
it.
did.
But
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I think that it took away the soul from. I think maybe Lizzo shouldn't have did it, like because
Exactly.
I think that if
Exactly.
somebody was going to remake it, it needed to be somebody that has a little bit more soulful and not that
Like
Like
a
poppy.
Mary
Glorilla.
J. Blige or something.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I would have
nigga,
No,
yeah.
hated Mary J. Blige on that.
no,
What about
Marion
Glorilla
Hopkins
Like
though?
a
is not going
Tiana
to do right with
Taylor or
it.
something.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't know. I just feel like this. I feel like yeah, it just wasn't. It was Lizzo.
Ain't
The production
ain't
was
no
so
way.
I
Oh,
think
my
I'm
bad,
looking
Ariel.
Now
Ain't
you
more
no way
know.
these
on.
niggas wouldn't have liked Tiana Taylor if she did.
I think it's more
I think if
on.
I wouldn't.
Kalani or somebody did that shit would have went. That
not
shit
no
would have went.
Kalani. She ain't.
If
Kalani is
Tiana
cool.
Taylor produced the same exact song, y'all niggas would not be saying that.
Tiana Taylor would have studied more musicality and wouldn't have
I
and would
think
have done
Tiana Taylor
differently.
probably
She
would
So
would
have.
have
this is
went
the
and got
thing.
the band.
When
She would have
How
went and
the
got
hell
the
we know
band
that?
to
What
create a track and do something. She would have made it a whole production or some shit. It wouldn't have been done like that. She's an artist and creative.
What if Lizzo understood that, but to get it to the
Lizzo got more
she
hits than
didn't
masses,
Tiana
understand
Taylor.
it, she didn't
Yeah.
understand
She
it.
didn't
to
sell
get
it.
it,
It didn't sell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I studied it. It did not sell. It did not really chart like that.
mm.
It did
Exactly.
not. It
She
didn't
was
do
It's
what it was
pushing.
supposed
a
She
to.
was
drop in the
push, She's
bucket.
still pushing. She pushing the shit out that
Her
song.
And
album
she
sold
could push it all she
5,000
want.
copies. Her
Yeah,
Mm.
album
shit, she
sold
did.
five thousand
It
copies.
might be because the DMV kept talking about how much they hate it.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
she had to
No,
do too
no,
much of
no.
a
You
Marketing,
press
can't.
yeah,
run.
No, 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 no,
marketing
no.
matters.
No, no,
She had to
no.
do
I
too
get
much of
that,
a
but we
press
can't
run
say
here
that.
instead of
The
other states,
DMV,
Also,
bro.
her record
it's
label
She
didn't
be
want her to
doubling
do
back
that.
head with niggas.
the
Get niggas
Man,
DMV,
on board.
the
Like the
DMV
fuck?
is a drop of is a grain of salt in a fucking jar of salt. That's how much the DMV matters on that scale. If it
I
mattered
agree.
that much, she would have never put the record out.
I
I
agree.
can't I can't
The
hear him.
people,
Why
the
did this
affinity
keep
that
doing to
people
me?
have for the record in itself, for go-go in itself, we don't know
But
it. But
could
hold,
we
let me
have
finish. Let me
just
finish. Subconsciously, we all love go-go for the percussion, for the
yeah,
robotoms, for the
hell yeah,
congas, for the
yeah.
drums.
For the
Once you take that,
Africanism of it.
exactly.
And the
Once you take
quality
that
song.
element out, it's not the same. The feeling is gone. That's where she fucked up at. If she would have just
But let me ask you,
if Kanye
My
West would have
nigga
was
did
told her
that
to get that
record and
was
she did
she
it, it would be a
trying
totally different song.
was she
You
Thank
would
trying
have
you.
to
heard
I
it.
make
said
a
the
You would
same
have
go-
heard the
I
thing.
don't
essence of
think
the record.
I
Kanye would
don't
have did that shit
right.
right. Yes, he would
I'm
have.
protecting her
Well, for
because
real.
I don't think she was trying
But
to make a
No, for real,
go-go
gonna make that shit
It
sound
song.
like
wasn't.
it sound like y'all are critiquing the producer, not the artist.
No,
I'm
it's
y'all
critiquing the
are
Lizzo
artist.
looking
Listen
for
with
a
it.
shit.
I
go-go
mean,
Lizzo
song.
shouldn't have
it's
done
a
the
It's
shit.
not supposed to be
overall, it's a
Y'all
go-go.
win
looking
for the
for a
city.
go-go song where she was trying to make a pop song.
Hmm.
And that's the problem. Make a
But
pop
that's
song.
but
Leave the
that's my
go-go
whole
out of it.
thing.
That's the point we
We
saying.
need to allow these things to happen
No,
so
not
we
the
can get
Was Pretty
somewhere
Girls not a pop
else,
song?
can expand.
Oh, that's a hip hop song. Wale, you can't really classify Wale as a pop artist. Wale ain't pop. You can't do
I
that. You
mean, he
can't do
can't
that.
be pop.
Wale pop,
but
hip
that was
hop,
an
and
example
R&B, man.
of taking go go and making it like that. The production on that was it was seamless. That was a great
But it
sample.
still wasn't a go-go
It
song.
wasn't go go, but the way they
I
did it,
wasn't in the
it made
go-go
the
song, and it's a go-go song.
let me tell you the reason why I'm trying to
Nah,
say
it wasn't a go-go
listen,
song.
but it was done, the sample was done correctly to
I
where it was
agree. I
enjoyable.
agree.
Lizzo coming on there, it just sound forced. It wasn't her tone, it wasn't for her, and it just wasn't right. I'm just happy Sexy
I'm gonna
Red
have
didn't do it.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. However, I still like the
Sexy
song.
Red would have did that motherfucker right.
No, the
I
fuck she
don't
wouldn't
You
have.
know
mind.
who they should have just let do
What
it?
do
Nah,
you
she,
say?
No,
Sexy
the
No,
fuck
Red,
she
I
wouldn't
gotta
she
leave
wouldn't
and
have
come
took the
back. I
Red,
gotta
drums
leave
out.
and come back. I
man,
can't hear him.
Sexy Red should never
She
even
wouldn't have
been.
took the drums out. That's what I'm
she
saying.
would.
No,
I'm
Sexy
Sexy
talking
Red
about
probably
the
would have been right.
drums.
Sexy
She would have kept
Red.
the drums
How
in
did
it.
Sexy
I
Red
ain't from New
even get it?
Orleans, but I ain't heard nobody say nothing about nice for what.
If Sexy Red came out here and got on the lead mic, she probably do that motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like if she did like a feature with a
She'll
band
get it.
and
She a
somebody just
ghetto
gave her the
jump.
drums and she could just talk her shit on the mic because she ghetto with shit. She got the voice.
I don't see
Telling
Sexy
you.
Red on that John. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
y'all
He said
scaring me.
Sexy Red should have
I
been
disagree.
on.
Yes,
I
he
No,
don't
I
see
ain't
did.
say
Sexy
that.
Red.
Somebody else
No,
said
I
that's not
sexy
what
believe
he's
red.
that.
saying.
Matter of fact, I
He's
can
saying
see.
I'm
Sexy Red
glad
got
that
Nah,
on.
Sexy Red
I
not
see.
Sexy
on
I
Red.
no.
see
Yeah.
Lotto on that
On
joint before
Sexy
Sexy
Lady,
Red.
no,
Yes,
no. She's
on
I'm
so
not
Sexy
The
saying
reason
Red.
why I
ratchet.
Sexy
said
Lady. I'm
that
just
is
saying
because
period.
Her
KT tried
voice
to
So
Is
is
that
give
not
her
what
horrible.
go-go
before.
is
Her
though?
voice
Is
is
it not
KT
horrible.
ratchet?
tried to give Sexy Red that record, and she said no.
Yes,
so
perfect. Who
that
said that?
I can't even hear Sexy Red on the original Sexy Lady. I can't
No,
hear it. I can't hear
no,
that.
no,
Mm-mm.
No,
No,
me
not on
neither.
the
I'm not.
original.
I'm
No,
not.
on the
no. Why?
original,
Why is we?
on
Wonder
the
Woman.
revamp,
Why is
on
we
the I can't
even
hear it. I can't hear it.
considering Sexy Red here? Like,
What I'm
That was
Nah.
saying
the
is
record
I
this:
she
won't put
tried
her
to
on
if
give
sex on
Sexy Red, if those
Sexy
social
Lady.
was still open, and
and here's the
Sexy Red came down here and did her songs, any of them songs, Hoochie Coochie Hoochie, whatever the fuck them songs is, and
she
they put
sounds
that
horrible
go-go beat
on
behind that
those.
motherfucker, she'll rock that joint. She'll fit
Ain't
right
But
in.
not
she's not gonna alter the
Sexy
Uh-huh.
lyrics
Red.
and
Myself.
actually say "Give
Yeah,
me your
All
number,
right, bro.
girl"?
All
Sexy
they gotta do
Red.
is she want to
No,
hang with a
Sexy
band. She
Red
can
Sexy
do
can
it
Red
Sexy
is
before.
a
Red can do like
fucking
clappers and all that
yeah.
other.
I can see her on
She could do
Clappers.
that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can
not
definitely
Sexy
see
Lady.
Sexy Red on Clappers,
Yeah.
Nah, she not.
but
But
not
I
no
will
Sexy
say this
Lady.
though. I think that the go-go bands in the DMV, because it's the 50th anniversary and Lizzo attempt did bring some type of visibility, they need to like start like pushing out to get more national and start making music. There's a lot of people that can sing.
It's not
Uh
even so much that they need to make a platform like how Nucci did the yard, which I talked to Weezy about. I don't know if they're gonna go through it or not, but I told them this is
Sexy
y'all lane.
and I'm not
Y'all
gonna
need
lie
to
to y'all. The
create
most
a
popular
series
band,
Give me your
where
the
y'all
most
number.
bring
popular
the
band
niggas on.
nationwide for y'all is Backyard.
Go with it.
Yeah,
Go
Backyard
with it.
is very much so a name that if you ask
Hmm.
somebody go go, they'll say backyard. Even Kanye will
yeah.
say backyard.
Backyard,
If they did
my
like a
number one,
series
man.
and did the shit right, put on YouTube, TikTok,
Yeah,
all that shit, and
yeah.
made like a little web series where they
Ludacris,
brought the artists in town and they come and they did covers and did shows with them
look,
doing go-go sets, it would gain way more attention. It's kind of like how
Ludacris,
everybody got to come here and go on the front porch. It's like
Ludacris took, I think Backyard or Rare Essence, one of them, on the
Y'all
Tonight
tripping.
Show. On the
Sexy Red would have
Tonight
been
Show
perfect.
with Jay
I remember
Leno
that.
in
I
like
remember that.
2000 and fucking two,
I
I
remember
remember
Hmm.
that.
that.
and that's
You
supposed to
talking about
been the 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 joint, but it ain't go
what?
nowhere.
What?
Hmm.
Ludacris
But
bringing the
Ludacris
Go
bought
Go
the jump.
Band on
He had
Jay
Red
Leno,
Essence
Oh,
on that.
usually. Oh, okay, okay,
and
okay.
I remember that I stayed up to watch this shit, and it ain't go nowhere because
What you mean ain't
we
going nowhere? You still
always,
remember it?
huh?
I don't
You
think we
still
had social
remember it?
media at that time either,
Nah,
though.
man, hell no, it's 2002.
2002. Hmm.
So, all right. So we expecting go go to
Yeah, we
go
ain't had
like
social media
mainstream, like
either.
rock
So
and
like
roll or something.
the city couldn't back him
No,
for real
It'll
anyway.
never
yes,
happen.
You know,
yes.
We
That's
expecting
what we
this small.
want.
Hear me out. So we expecting rock and roll is produced by massive amount of people from all over the world. So you telling me that go go, which only produced but from a small group, from a small area, is supposed to be as mainstream
And
as rock
maybe
and that doesn't
Trey,
make sense.
maybe it's just not because everybody I talk to
Doesn't make no sense.
since I was young, even when I was in Job Corps, we have the Saturday night joints, and every time we put on our go go, everybody leave it. It's like they don't
It's an
even,
acquired taste.
yeah,
That's what I
they
keep
don't like
saying.
it, bruh. They just
It's an
don't
acquired
like
Yeah,
it.
because
taste.
Baltimore people don't like it, and I think that's weird.
My woman, she
they don't
from
like the go go, but they like going to the go go's.
bruh, my woman, she's from New Jersey. She she hears it
You just
and
got to
she be
go
like,
go, bro.
it's nice, but
The problem with go-go is the songs are too long. After a while, people are tired of the groove of the
they
I ain't
pop.
don't
mad at that.
they don't get it.
I
Well,
ain't mad
Yeah.
at
because
We're
that.
that
born
shit hit
into
with
it.
Chicago because
They
we a
don't get
church
it.
city. Everybody in
I was about
Chicago
to say, what
go to
about the
churches and play
production too, though?
musicians. So like that to us is like, you know, if you grew up in church and you hear a band, you gonna feel it.
No, that's
So
the same way here.
so
It just
so
that's why
But
it's acquired
but
here.
no, young, a lot of people from on the outside, they just don't get it, young. They just don't get it. They don't
It's an acquired
understand.
taste.
When I
I
say,
honestly,
when I tell them about beating their feet, it's foreign to them. It's like we live
No,
in
I
the
ain't gonna
That's
all
the
lie.
that
same way
is
how
is a
No, hold
version of
on.
look at
Chicago
alcohol
footwork.
Beating your feet being
and we don't
super
understand.
duper foreign is kind of crazy because what is it called? Is that called like crazy
Chicago,
legs or
we do
something? And shit?
now.
Yeah,
Crazy
like
Chicago, we
leg. No,
footwork.
no, no, no.
yeah. Oh,
Crazy
footwork,
And
leg
footwork.
then
took it
down
to
in Memphis,
Russia.
they juke.
He
And
took it to
then in New
Russia,
Orleans, they do the same thing. They do like
Yeah, they do
the feet.
different types of
That's
beating your
all
but
feet,
it's
nothing
damn
but
not.
near.
It's
connecting to
not.
Africa. We
It's
all
not
are African
music.
descendants. We doing the
It's
same
not.
shit.
It's not music driven to where Russian people like go-go. They just like the incorporation of this thing that Crazy Legs is doing, but using go-go for it. I done seen Russian white people beat their feet, but they ain't booking backyard in Russia. You see what I'm saying?
So, so let me ask you a question, right? Because I can. It obviously is. It's a regional thing. They got house music in Jersey. Baltimore got some house music. New Orleans, like they, I don't know what they
They got the
called
bounce.
the.
They got the
Bounce.
bounce music.
Yeah, but like what's the like what is the disconnect between like because I listen to bounce music. I don't even know why I listen to it, but
You
what's the
listen to
disconnect
it
between that
because
and
of Back
go-go?
It
That
makes it
Ass Up.
awesome.
See, Juvenile took and Juvenile and Manny Fresh, what they did, because bounce music was trying to get where we bounce music was trying to do what we've been trying to do for years, right?
Mm,
Before Back That Ass Up. When Juvenile and Manny Fresh came out with Back That Ass Up in what, 99, 98, that's what expanded the New
it was a hit.
Orleans bounce music to us
Hmm.
and exposed it to us. All I'm trying to do is get us to have a Back That Ass Up. We never
Yeah,
had it.
I feel like that's possible.
We never had it though. It's because Juvenile, once you hear that doom, 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 it's over.
Yeah, that
Every
shit was
woman
fire.
is just gonna
But is
come
it
to
like
where
so?
you at.
Oh,
What I try to is it a production thing? Like,
yeah, like
It's
what?
Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh. He came from he originated with the bounce music. That's
They all
basically
did
New
though.
Orleans house music.
hmm
And
So more rappers should put go to
no, I
influence
think
and
if
intertwine go
Lizzo
go in
would
their
have
music
done this right,
or singing.
this could have been our version of Back That Ass Up.
She should have had a producer in the DMV
Facts.
to come in and make it and produce it
Facts.
correctly, or
Facts.
Kanye, because
Facts.
Kanye would have did that shit correctly.
Kanye would have
Hey, shout
fucked
out my
with
brother. I know he mad at me, man, and he started doing his own little thing. We gonna have to do that together. But he was on my ass about doing a go go cipher, and
that'd be fire.
I could not get the production. And he was
So
sending
it
me
is a
joints. My
production
man was
issue.
making
it. It's a
joints.
production
Yeah,
issue.
that's what I
Yeah.
was gone, but
Gotta bring
I
a
could still
whole
hear
band
y'all.
into the
But
studio, like it's
it's like
1972.
getting the sound right because you want. Sometimes you gotta go with what you go with, but you want it to be undeniable to the best of your ability, if that makes sense. Like
Hmm.
production is so valuable because when people hear, a lot of people ain't the lyrics just go in and out if the production is good enough.
Hmm.
But
Another thing, Trey, because you was like Tiana Taylor couldn't do it. Another popular song
no, I
y'all
said
got.
she could.
Oh yeah, she could have.
Oh, I said y'all would have accepted her,
That No
but
More
she
Bad
could.
News is a flip of her song. That shit, it goes out here and it went popular on TikTok where girls talk about some I'll shoot your shit up, especially in Chicago. That was like a ministry song. So that's why I said like a lot of
Oh
these
yeah.
go-go songs can definitely connect to a lot of people. I just think that
Yeah,
like
you need that production.
No, that's why I want y'all to
Hmm.
name the original go-go songs. One band I think that do it kind of cool, even when they don't do originals, is CCB.
yeah.
For sure. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
E-Time really be on his shit when he producing in the studio and he produce out
You got muted. Somebody got the music going.
Mm.
Support your man like your man support you. Don't leave your man hanging. If your man's at all your
That's
events, why you
super
ain't
random.
expensive?
Who unmuted?
What's going on?
It's a lot going on.
What you do, Trey? Like what the fuck, man?
That ain't me. I was muted the whole time.
That ain't me.
But yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
say y'all this though. I wish that at least some of y'all was at that Jay-Z concert weekend because that shit was inspirational as
It
hell.
was, man. And I've been trying to tell these motherfuckers,
I
these
was
young
drunk all 3
motherfuckers,
nights.
that
I was
they've been
drunk.
hating on Jay. They've been hating on
Y'all
the
can't
last
hate
it's
on
sellout.
Hov.
last
It's
show.
sellout
They
ass
was
nigga.
like, oh, that nigga old as shit. Man,
Man,
tell
that
him,
man sold
Eric.
out Yankees 3 nights in a row.
Bruh.
It made people money. It was people
Man,
outside that
And
made
it was
money.
hot. It was fucking vicious, man.
Like I stood there and took notes, and that's why I said like he brought all of New York together, and that a generation, the Gen Xers and
The,
millennials,
the
and
Jay-Z
it was
concert.
a different type of thing. Yeah. And I think that like even what he did, because I don't think he'll sell out. He don't. He's not owned by not one brand. He get a check and he bring it back to his community. So
That's what
I'm
that's what
like,
I was
I'm
saying
all
last
for
week.
that. I'm a capitalist. Give me
See?
a check so I can go give it to the
That's what
trenches.
I'm saying.
So
See,
I'm
that's my
like,
girl
What
right
I'm,
there.
check? What check
Man,
is he
send me
giving to the
Trey,
trenches? And
send me
Jay
her
Z, I don't think
Instagram
nobody
so
gonna
I
rap
can
better than
follow
Jay
her
Z.
because she on it.
What
because
check is she giving to the? What is his check? What check is he
Jay Z
giving to the
put more
trenches?
people through college and HBCUs than the average person. He take care of people in Marcy projects and make sure he pay their bills.
Now he
Also,
can't
do
do
stuff in
everybody. He can't take care of everybody, y'all. But
Florida.
he does
oh, he
save
paying bills in
lives.
Marcy. Oh,
That's
Yes,
fire.
it's people there that he's trying to help that still live there that he grew up with, and they don't want to leave. Some people
And
just like being in the
he
project.
take care of the elderly as well.
Yeah, and he do a lot of stuff. Like, and let's not talk about how many people that he hasn't advertised that he helped come home through that Clean Slate initiative. He
Oh, I
secretly
forgot
funded
about that
that.
last week.
So
Yep.
like he does a lot of stuff or whatever. He just had to have thick skin because he one of the few black billionaires and he just played chess with it. That's why he had to get rid of Dame
And
Dash.
people want to suck Kim Kardashian's titty because she's into the, getting the niggas out of jail shit.
Now Hove did a lot of
Man,
people.
come on, man. Hove did that, so
But
hopefully
but my
you
point
don't
of
gotta go
mentioning him
through
in that
that.
concert was able and oh Lord.
You know I had
Y'all
to hit
niggas,
it, boy.
y'all
Oh,
niggas crazy as shit. And like I say, I don't think nobody can rap better than
hey
Jay
Mo.
Z. I love Jay Z, but I can't go
The
for that.
man, he's for his culture, man. I'm sorry, young. I mean, and best believe he has his fucked up side. But we all have our fucked up side, man. Like I told y'all a couple of shows ago, somebody don't fuck with you, and they call you a bitch ass nigga or a bitch. Period.
because
And
Dame Dash, if we do another interview about
if
that
they
man,
was to tell your story, if the nigga who don't fuck with you or the bitch who don't fuck with you tell your story, you will look like the goddamn devil.
Of course.
That's a
the
fact.
Dame Dash y'all do
I
another
don't think so though.
interview, I'm gonna throw
Nah,
up.
Trey, come on.
That grown man is a hater, and that's so disgusting.
And damn that, yes. Give me her IG right now, bruh.
Dame is a
Because
hater,
she,
like, and it's
Hey,
sad
yes.
let
because
people hear
Dame
them stories and then they come over here. I
And
ain't
I
gonna
fuck with Dame, and
Dame
I wish
probably will come on
Dame.
this motherfucker and he'll tell us
Yeah,
everybody business.
he don't give a fuck if two people watching or 2,000. This nigga just hate.
Yeah,
This
hey
nigga just
Dame,
a
come on
hater.
here and spank these niggas, Dame. Jesus Christ. One time
Yeah,
for the
I
one time.
fuck with, and the thing is, I fuck with Dame. I just
But
think,
Dame is bitter because
yeah, he is
he
like a
bitter because
motherfucker.
Jay, like, the one thing I know about the industry and about business, period, you sometimes got to cut your hand to save your body. And Dame Dash, he made Cameron the vice president of Rockefeller without talking to his
I
partners.
was fucked up,
That's fucked up. Then in
and
Yeah,
his
y'all
but
know that
there's
was fucked up.
that's not true.
Bro,
That's
that
not
that
was
is
true.
true.
Dog,
You
that's
that
the
talk
was in
truth,
somebody that
name,
bruh.
know,
bro.
baby.
That was
You
in
talk
name
somebody that
only.
know
And
for
y'all
No,
know
sure.
that.
that was no
My
no no
man
no
was
no
on
no no no.
vacation. He comes back.
That
Bro,
happens to
Cameron, the
him.
listen,
president of
I
Rockefeller.
don't be trying to do this, but I'm just gonna say this.
Do it one time for him, bro.
I've sat I've met Dame Dash multiple times. So my brother is Slim Philly. His name is Slim. I got brothers that live in Philadelphia. He interned for Murder Inc. and he had a job at Rockefeller. Him and Dame Dash are cool to this day. My brother be with Oskino. They like right hand man.
Another nigga that be hating on Hove.
Let's let me finish. So I've actually had conversations with Dame and not even like one-on-one conversations, just being in a room and being privy to conversations. And that exact conversation came up. And what Dame Dash said, he said, I never told Cameron to go on the radio and say anything. He was supposed to be the vice president of Diplomat Records. It was just a conversation that I told him I would circle back around to. He jumped the gun and went on the radio and did that and caused a whole dysfunction off of a conversation that was just a conversation. It was not carved in stone, wasn't etched in stone. There was nothing
Busy, my love.
attached to it.
You gonna believe a nigga that lies nonstop? Like, and I'm telling you, as somebody that worked there, and Rail Carter is one of my close friends, not even to name drop. You can't believe Dame. Dame has everybody is not lying in the industry.
You don't get Jay-Z without Dame Dash. You don't get
That's not even true. I'm gonna drop one harder on you on your nuts real quick. There will
Niggas,
be no
listen.
niggas can
Jay-Z
name drop
without
with five, 'cause
Jazzo.
I know it's real niggas.
Let me
So-
tell you can't have Jay-Z without Jazzo. Jazzo is who made Jay-Z, and he said that on stage last 2 weekends ago. The original Rockefeller was Sauce Money, Jazzo, and Jay-Z. And then he brought in his partners from the streets for the money side, which was Dame Dash and Biggs. So they came in and brought the business side to it with the money that they made off the streets. But Dame excommunicated himself because he did a lot of fucked up shit to people in the industry, and he destroyed his legacy to the point where he got
I
brought
can't go for that. Dame was standing up for niggas, teaching niggas, hey, we can't do this, we can't do like.
And why is he broke? Why is he broke? Why is Biggs
that
got
already
money?
been
Why is
like
Smoke
it.
got money?
That
I
already
think
been,
two
like,
things can
historically
exist in the same
quoted,
box, though. I
Like
think Dame was loyal, but Dame
he was
has
fucking up
another
the business.
side of a hater.
Yeah,
You could also do a whole lot for people, but also be an acquired taste.
The
it's not
same
even being
reason,
acquired taste.
the
It's
same
about
reason,
not being able to
the
do
same
it.
reason Jay-Z didn't want to sign Kanye West and didn't believe in him, but Dame did. It's the same thing. Two
And I
things can
agree
be
with
true.
you.
Yeah, but that's
I
also
agree.
a talent missight. There's a lot of there was people at Def Jam who didn't sign Jay-Z, and he started Rockefeller, and Reasonable Doubt 30 years later sold out Yankee Stadium. So that's an oversight. That's not a
you just
character.
said.
But that's not a character issue. Dame has a character issue versus a character issue in
Damn,
business
I love that.
versus Jay-Z making an insight and not wanting to take Kanye serious.
But
If you
based
And
off
want
guess,
what you
to
just
create
and
said,
guess
can't
documents,
go
when
for
we
that.
first seen it,
based off what you
before
just
the
said,
internet,
tied to
when he
Kanye
went into
shit.
those Def Jam offices, see, we loved it because we didn't have the internet. And we seen this black man going into the joint. But in actuality, Jay
Who
fucking
he
called
going
the
in there
meeting.
for? But who is he going in
Exactly.
there for?
He was
Now,
going in there
Talking
for.
about.
Jay called the meeting and don't
yeah,
tell
Jay
Dame, and
called the
Dame yelling
meeting.
on them.
But
So
what I'm
where's the
saying
character
is,
here?
no.
it's the same.
Because
It's the
he was getting
same.
ready to let Dame go. Dame became a
How can
poison.
you let
He
somebody
became
go that founded a company with you? If we start an LLC, we all here
they
talking
broke
business.
up. They broke up.
No,
He was taking
it
the
doesn't.
Def Jam
It
piece.
doesn't matter if it's still if we own a
Right, we bring
company
a Real
together.
Carter on the show next time. And that's what we gonna do. Because I'm not about to argue. I'm gonna let the nephew that was there the whole time tell this. Because you listen to somebody that fucked up the business. He fucked up the business
How
and his
is the
relationship, his
business fucked
reputation.
up? How is the
Because you
business
can't
fucked
go
up?
into no offices and yell at people and become unlikable, and everybody in the industry say they don't fuck with you. That's like Trey coming into a community space and he cuss out every goddamn body and nobody want to do business with him. And then you do business.
That's
They
understandable, but you can't have it both ways and use it when
Yes,
it's
you can.
advantageous for you,
No,
and
can I say
then
one
get
thing? Can I-
tired
look,
of it when you
but
want to be
look, they-
tired
look,
of it.
How about this, y'all? That do work hand in hand, right? Because for what we talking about, Dame is in there Xing himself out to the industry to be for the artist.
Oh, hey
If
Trey,
you
No,
say,
Trey,
if you
but
say
you
I would
still,
go into the
but bruh,
community
you
and
still
I
have
would
to
maybe
have.
X
hey Trey,
myself
You
out.
still have to
hey
have
Trey,
the
fuck
fact
that,
of
fuck
and you was
Dame,
going in there
hey
It is
Trey,
what
for
it is.
artists, but this is your partner, bruh.
hey Trey,
That's
fuck
not
Dame,
his
Your
artist.
artist.
fuck Dame,
Look, that's
fuck
your
Dame, right?
artist, but how
That
real of a nigga
wasn't
you gotta be
Dame's
to make it your
artist.
partner? What we was
That
talking
was
about
his
last
artist.
conversation.
That was his partner.
and that's how
That's the
Rockefeller
point.
broke
If it's
up.
a partnership and
And
everybody has
Jay-Z
an
started Rock
LLC,
Nation.
So you go to your partner and talk to your partner first
At
and
one
see how
point,
we're going
Jay-Z
to
wanted to exit and he got that
attack
executive
this.
position.
And
So
he
what
was
about
saying my artist
knows
in that whole
himself.
joint the whole time.
That's why Jay-Z said, I heard motherfuckers said they made Hov. Okay, then
Thank
make
you.
another Hov. And he couldn't. So that's what I'm
He
saying.
did.
He out here with this white
And
chick
he
that
didn't,
sounds like she's
because Kanye
retarded.
stayed with Jay-Z. He didn't even stay with Dame. He stayed with Hov. And then he made diamonds from Sierra Leone. Y'all talking to somebody that knows.
How many artists did Jay-Z
Why
make
did he
since
say
then?
that?
Rihanna,
why do
J. Cole.
why
He
do
gave
Dame,
all of these
if
motherfuckers.
Kanye don't fuck with Dame so much, why do he be at
No,
his
I didn't
matches
say
and
he
shit?
didn't fuck with
No,
Dame now.
Kanye
They cool
does fuck
now.
with Dame.
But he
But-
made the choice to stay with Jay-Z and not Dame because Dame fucked up his name in relationships.
Exactly.
To this day, he cannot go in the industry and do shit. He can't.
That's called a black
He
ball.
can't. He's living off CPN.
Like she said,
He's
it's a
living off
character
CPN numbers right
issue,
now.
man.
He making money
Hey, look,
off of constantly talking about
Can I just
Jay-Z.
say one thing about what you just said? I just want to say one thing about what you just
Go
said.
ahead.
What you counting is like success. Niggas can't. But now in hindsight, who does he talk about in one light and who does he talk about in another light? It don't matter who he stayed with in the moment when flashing lights and shit is going on. In the hindsight,
Trey.
who did he say is a
The
good
only
man and who
reason,
is
the
a
only
bad man?
reason he talks
Why
about
we can't
Jay.
answer the question, bro?
No, I'm
You talking about
answering
Kanye?
it. The
Yes.
only reason
So the
Kanye
reason why
All these
Kanye,
niggas.
let me
The
tell
on-
you, I can speak on that. The reason
You think
why
because
Kanye
they
is
got money?
bipolar, and the reason why is because because with Kanye, he has Dame in his ear. Kanye is unwell, and in addition to that,
Everybody
because
against Jay is unwell.
Dame the
no,
only
Hold
one
on,
who
y'all.
Everybody
listens
against
to
Jay
his
is
unwell.
crazy
unwell.
ass,
He's
bro.
on medication. The reason why is
Everybody don't fuck with
unwell,
Jay is unwell.
and
No, Jay
Kanye
ain't
has said
listening
and
to
did a
this
lot of
shit.
shit. Y'all don't know how to play chess in business clearly, because if somebody is saying some shit that can incriminate the empire I'm building with me and my wife, and we're both individual billionaires, and they not listening to me, well, nigga, build your own fucking hole. I'm not fucking with nobody that's gonna fuck with me and I'm building for my family.
Built the
Got me
first
fucked
one.
up.
You didn't. If you didn't build yourself, like what?
No, Jay did
No,
build
Jay
himself.
built this shit
They
himself.
didn't build shit
No,
itself,
he
man.
did
He's a
not. What are
fucking,
you talking about? He's
everybody
a
had a
rapper.
fucking LLC.
They
It was a
broke
3-man
up.
LLC.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
didn't
what are you
build
talking
himself.
about?
What
He
did he
did not build
do? He had a
himself.
Yeah.
team.
What a
Jay
He's the
team.
talent. No,
was a
all they did was
business
put money
partner
up
with
towards him. He was the
Dame
So he
and
talent.
didn't do it
Biggs,
himself. And
bruh.
if he did it
But
himself, he
guess
wouldn't have
what?
their
Biggs
money.
is eating off of it, and they brought out Dame. Dame lost his stake in Rockefeller, and they brought
They
that
didn't.
shit.
After Biggs did a bid,
And he took care of him. He never lost his stake in
Exactly.
Rockefeller. He never
Jay
lost
and
his
Biggs
stake.
still good.
Biggs was at the fucking all 3 nights of the concert. I saw him in the Duce house.
Bruh, come on. Y'all
Come on.
riding real hard for Dame. And I'm a Dame fan, but right is right.
I
is
have
wrong
no
is
dog in
wrong,
the
bro.
fight. Don't get it to. I have no dog in the fight. I just think
Young
y'all are
Dame is
being
a hater,
extreme.
young.
That's it.
No, I just have a different mindset when it comes to things like this, because I'm not letting somebody that is going to destroy themselves and not fucking heal and not just be real to fuck up what I
I do
have
too.
going on.
Talent ain't everything. I do too. Talent ain't everything. And in order to get to certain places, you're gonna need a team.
Yeah, but guess what? You always
Hear
gonna
me out.
change
Hear me
your
out.
team.
Just hear me out. You're gonna need certain people to be cowboys and warriors on your team. And yes, it's a good cop, bad cop mechanism. You never want the talent to be the bad cop in any situation. So that's why you have that's why you have filters and you have people to do that. To take risk in the streets, to take risk for things that you don't but come back and bring you the stories because you're the best storyteller. That don't mean you're the best man, the realest nigga. That don't mean none of that. That means you are the best at what you do, a part of the team. So granted, if you learn, and I'm not saying this is their dynamics. I'm just saying is he the talent? All that. This is the difference between when I argue with the Birdman, Wayne shit, anything, bro. It's a fucking team. Everything has its own importance. Y'all niggas get to trying to just make sure act like the talent is just the most important thing, which is not. Everything has its own, it's a tripod of things. So yeah, if niggas went into offices and did things and blackballed themselves in the pursuit and in the
interest
behalf of you and interest of you, but y'all saying like a nigga a wild nigga. No, I was a wild nigga for him and my people.
But no, it was
even
a
when you
build
heard James, I'm always gonna be a bad guy to the people who ask something.
No, but that's not how you do
No, real
business.
life
Leave the
shit.
nigga shit at the door. And this is why I'm telling you this.
No, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit.
No,
No, that's
let me
Bro,
tell
what
you.
Damon
Let
Dash
me
that's
tell
did,
you.
bullshit.
Because
No, that's
I can
bullshit.
see if you could have somebody be the
And that's
bad.
why we
Biggs or
behind.
Jay,
No,
look,
I can see if
Biggs
you
or
have
Jay did not know what Damon Dash was about to do. He just did it. And that's
Biggs
the
No,
or
whole
Jay.
point.
Yes.
we
Because
talking
I
about that
guarantee
one
you, if
video
Biggs
that
didn't
we,
get locked up, Biggs would have been the one that was handling the business because Dane
Yep.
what gets too egotistical.
bro, when you heard the stories, Big, bro, I didn't listen to the Big podcast and shit. Biggs used to be outside.
But that
Nigga, what are
don't
y'all
got nothing to
talking
do with the
about?
business though, bruh.
But
The
what I'm
thing
saying is,
is,
Biggs is
you
a
ain't
very
see
well.
Biggs barging up in them rooms. Young,
You
that
cannot
man,
do
Bro,
business like
we
that.
are a team, bro.
hold
If
on,
me,
hold
it's
on,
me,
hold
you,
on.
bro. If it's
But
me,
if
you,
Okay,
and
you're
okay,
Tizzy,
fucking
okay.
up
Chuck,
my
if it's
I'm
me,
with
band,
you
you,
with
and
the
you
Tizzy,
team
gotta
shit.
why the
go.
fuck
I'm with
all
you with
three
the
of us have to
team
barge
shit.
in the
The
joint? I could
team,
be that one.
bruh,
I'm the
you
bad
gotta
But
guy.
if you
consult with
representing the
me.
You're the
team
good
band, you
You
guy.
gotta
have to
go.
consult
He's
as
the
a team.
middleman.
As a
Like what?
team, you have to consult with me before you barge up into some rooms.
And you gotta act
Bro,
like you got some fucking
why
sense.
why y'all conflating? If we talking about the video in Def Jam, why y'all conflating a nigga barging into a room for his artist when his
It's
artist
not his
called the
artist first. Second, he
That's
needs
his
to
business partner.
he
Let's make
needs
it
to
clear.
all right,
consult
bro,
with
so hear
his
me out.
One sec.
business
Hey, can
partner
I ask y'all a
before
question?
going into something talking about that's my artist.
Nigga
And he was
backdoored
going
him.
hard
He's
for
going in there
it
getting
being his
embarrassed by his
artist.
man because he backdoored him. That's like you going in there fighting for me the whole time. I called it
And
behind
he
your
would
back.
have found out Jay called it if he talked to him.
But you
And
gotta
wouldn't have
understand, if
made
it got
himself
to there,
look
that means that it was a buildup of shit going on, and he had to go.
Yep.
Like it was like I know for a
Listen,
fact there
They
has been.
everybody,
voted that nigga out,
everybody,
man.
everybody in here talking this business shit, right? I'm just saying.
That's
Everybody
what
in
it
here
boils
talking.
down to,
No,
business.
hear me out. Hear me out. Everybody in here talking business, right? So, everybody, how many people here own an LLC?
I had on the
I owe that
LLC,
and I
yes.
owe two and a 501c3.
Okay, so you own two LLCs, a 501c3, so that's a nonprofit. Dutch, you said you had one. So when you form your LLC, are you a sole member or do you
I
have
have an
members?
operating agreement. I have an operating agreement that tells the roles of what the fuck, how I operate my
I'm not talking
motherfucking.
about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm
So,
talking about
so
how
I
your
will tell you what
LLC
I
is
have.
structured.
Yeah,
How one
that's
of
the
my
operating
So,
LLCs
agreement.
so
is a
it's
partnership.
a
Wait,
simple.
let me finish. I have one
I'm
of my
trying to
businesses.
I'm trying to hear Dutch right quick. I'm trying to hear what he
Oh,
said.
okay, go ahead. I'll
So
be quiet.
are you a sole? Were you a sole
Sole
owner or do
I
proprietor.
you
was the,
have
I was the sole
You're
I
a
was
sole
the sole
proprietor.
owner.
okay, all right, so I can't okay. So all right, now I'm listening to the lady. What's your name again, man? I can't see
Ariel.
I'm
the
Ariel. So
Oh, how
I
you doing?
have one of my LLCs is a joint partnership, is of members. We all put it in together. So we're equal partners of this particular venture. And
Equal
then
partners. How's your partnership split? I'm not trying to get too much of your business. I'm just trying to make my
it's
point.
equal. It's like it's a three-way split. So we all own it and
You
we
can't
all
split three.
also
You can't split 103 ways. That's impossible. So
so so we
who's
all
the majority and minority owners?
I'm one of the majority owners, and then the other ones are majority owners, and then we all are majority owners. I gotta look at the paperwork. I
If
gotta
it's
pull it.
100%, you can't divide 103
Somebody
ways.
gotta have
Somebody
34.
has
Yeah.
a majority
So
stake.
so yeah, I think that my
33.5, I think.
homegirl, my other homegirl is
My
like the
apologies.
one. I gotta look at it because I didn't do
Right,
the paperwork. My attorney did, and I got the
right,
operating agreements. But I know
Somebody
that
gotta have
for
34.
I
right,
know that for our trademark, we all own the trademark.
right. The trademark is something different. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
but
trademarks yet. I'm
Hey
strictly
Tizzy,
talking
give
LLC.
me your question
I'm
though.
pulling it up
No,
now.
I'm asking a question. That's what I'm saying. So,
Because she obviously, gotta look at the paperwork, so to
right,
speak.
no, right. But I'm saying, so
Let's just say she's the majority owner.
Yeah, I know I'm one of the majority owner because it was my idea.
okay. So, hypothetically, your business, your LLC, that you're the majority owner of, you still have other owners. If one of those owners does not have the working capital to fund whatever the fuck the business is doing,
So
that
where is I want to answer you. So we all own it
He
33.33%.
finished.
Sorry. I just had to pull it up because I like to be accurate. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
you said everybody own it. The what?
It's
Yeah, we all own
33.5
it with
or something, right?
33.3%.
And
Yeah.
who gets the minuscule percent? Because 33 can't go into 100 evenly. It's impossible.
That's
Let's
how it's
just
written
say
on
she
the
got the
contract.
majority
So
jump.
no, we
I'm
all
trying to get to what you're
split
saying.
it up that way. That's what it says right here. We
So
have
some
equal ownership. When you do that, it's 33.33%.
I
Unless you
think
was you could
think
do
them
it that
other
way to make it
percents
equal.
goes into
And then
miscellaneous.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. None
And
of
then
my
we
LLCs been structured like that. I don't know. I never heard that. Like
No,
I don't know, but that's
when you go into a partnership in an LLC and it's to where it's not evenly,
so
they
yeah.
will take that.
so how
It
every
would just be understood that each person have this specific percent equally, but
Yeah.
the other percents it's
Yeah,
like a
it's
miscellaneous
it's
type
legal.
jump.
Yeah,
But
because we all put it together. Like we all put money into it. It was my idea, but we all invested together.
I want to get to the question
well,
that
if
you
all
asked
three of
me.
y'all own it equally, that's a mute point. But what the question I was going to ask is if you and your two partners own their LLC and there's a person with a minority share and that person happens to be the talent and you are funding it and you are you own a third of it, how is anybody wrong to say my artist, my this, my that? He's a
That's not your
equal
artist, bro.
owner. He's
It will
equal
never
I don't.
be
owner.
your.
I don't.
He is
I
his
will
artist.
no, no, bro. You're the artist of the entity
I'm
that
listening, bro.
y'all own. You're not his
Hey Tizzy,
artist, bro.
Yo,
this some niggas missing. If just say me, you and Dutch, bro, and
I'm
you are
trying
the
to tell
talent,
you,
bro,
young.
right? And me and Dutch got the capital, right? If we are willing to give you a 33.3 just for being a talent and you got no capital, we real niggas.
no,
Like,
But Jay Z had
We're real
money.
like
owners.
bro, he
That's
Jay
did
what
Z
it
not
had
have
is.
as
money.
much money as
No,
them, bro.
we're
This is a
real
known
owners.
fact.
I'm not going to
at
accept.
the point when we doing this, it don't
No, no,
even
no,
work
no.
yet,
I'm
nigga.
not going to accept
So
you. I'm not going to accept you calling me your artist. Nah, I'm an owner. Fuck that. And you ain't about to
All right,
tell me.
so let me ask you this then,
It's
Dutch.
like
nah,
he's funning them.
Dutch and Ariel, I got a question for y'all. I said your
I'm
name right.
I'm gonna answer it
Yeah,
too.
it's Ariel.
All right,
but I'm
so
the only artist. Nigga,
No,
that's my
but you're the
manager.
artist.
It's
Hold
like
up.
a nigga saying, "Oh, I
You're
ain't gonna be
no,
cool
no,
with
no,
you
no.
saying that's my
But
manager."
you're the
Like,
artist of the label of the entity of the um
if I own the label and the
okay.
artist is signed to the label, you are my
Okay.
artist. If I own
Yeah,
the
I don't
label,
think that. I don't think that.
what are we
That
talking
will
about?
go into
I don't think him saying that is the artist
hold
is
up,
bad.
hold up. That will
and if
fall
you're
into
my
the
brother, I don't care
operating.
about you saying I'm your
No,
artist. What are you talking about?
once
I
we
am your
establish
artist, nigga.
our
What?
operating agreement on how this is operated. Now, if Damon Dash,
People don't
if
understand
when
business, bro.
Biggs,
Gotta understand
Jay-Z, and
business.
Damon Dash went into this LLC, right? And they're all split it the same way to where they own the company. Now, in the operating agreement, it
Mm-hmm.
has to specifically state that Jay-Z is working from artist perspective, period. And Biggs is the businessman and
That
Dane
you really
is
proving
the
my point, bro.
CEO
You're
of this
literally proving.
company.
If so, this is where I would.
But we don't
No,
know
we do know
how
that.
that
We do know
how
that.
that works.
We do know
Let me
that. You
say this
know
real
how
quick.
we know that? You know how we know that?
How do we know? Not
People's
because
acts. No,
Dame
no,
said it.
listen. No, I ain't saying because
Not
Dame said
because
it.
Dame
Let me
said it.
finish. Let me
We
finish.
haven't seen any
I ain't
paperwork.
saying what Dame said. You can
I
look at
want
a
to see the operating
I
agreement.
got you. What I'm saying is you don't gotta look at the operation agreement. You can
You
look,
do.
bro, just hear me out. You can look at the actions of the person who had.
No. I don't
Yes,
care what
that's
your
why Jay
actions
Z
are.
wiggled his way out of it and everything now because he didn't have no say so for real. It's
Obviously,
common
he didn't have
sense.
shit
Yes, he
because
did.
where
No,
he's
he
at right
didn't.
now,
Yes, he
he
did.
don't
He
have
wiggled
shit.
out
That's
of it
because his
because
star
Dame.
power from him outside. That's why. Why you think he made
Can I
Rock
say something,
Nation and
Tizzy?
Rockefeller is a
Tizzy,
dead thing?
Tizzy, let me say something. You have to understand. I don't think that it was an issue with him saying his artist or anything like that because of the brotherhood and they all was bosses in their own right. The
Right.
main issue was that Dame Dash, I know you a fan and all, and you didn't have conversations with him, but Dame Dash destroyed his reputation. He was unlikable by brand partnerships. He was unlikable by people in the industry. And
Right.
as long as he tried to hold on, he had to choose himself.
Okay,
And
so what's wrong with Kanye then? Fuck.
let me finish.
Let her
In
finish, bro.
business and in life, we are often faced with choosing ourselves. It's no different from me having to choose myself over this PG County nigga I was fucking with. So sometimes you gotta pick your motherfucking self when you gotta go ahead in life and you gotta win. And I'm pretty sure that in life, when you going up, we speaking about some people who was Jay-Z at a point where he could be president of Def Jam and he had to choose between fucking Dame that pissed everybody off because there are people, I know people that were executives then and now who said that nigga was unbearable and a tyrant. I was
I
at
can't
BT
agree,
Awards.
yeah.
Let me give you an example. I was at BT Awards. They paid him to have an entrepreneur talk with Louis Carr, who is the president of BET. They having a conversation. He insulted everybody in the room. Talking some, y'all not no bosses. BT ain't no bosses. Y'all ain't this, y'all ain't that.
I
All of y'all
saw
in the
that.
audience is broke and shit like that. And he said,
And
well,
Tizzy,
if
you
that's
got
so
it.
crazy,
Come on,
that's
Tizzy.
crazy. You saying this shit about BT, but we paid you a check to come here.
I
We
saw
paid you
that.
a
That
check.
was a couple weeks ago on the internet.
I was
I
sitting
saw
in the
that.
front row. I was in the front row sitting there. And I was laughing the whole time because I know people that know him personally, and that man is struggling. He using a CPN. He's butthurt because he wasn't invited to a big night. That's why he kept posting videos of him, how he used to dance in the video and stuff. If you study psychology, you know when motherfuckers lie and you know when motherfuckers gotta heal.
I
All of his
was a psychology
he
major.
especially is constantly talking about Jay-Z. A motherfucker, Trey, a nigga that you was beefing with in the hood. Are you gonna spend your time on the Sice Room having conversations about him every week?
Dog.
No, the fuck you not.
And
So
bruh,
he
they
pride.
be asking this. They ask this nigga
But you
how
know what's
did
crazy though,
how
y'all?
they
Because
asked
I
this
used to
nigga
watch Dame Dash
how
Wait,
over.
did
wait.
Jay
Proper
and
production.
Oh,
I
wait,
ain't
how
heard
wait,
from
wait,
did
you.
wait,
Hey,
wait,
Jay?
proper
hold. We
production.
ain't
What's
here
going
moaning.
on?
We ain't
But
here
look, nah,
moaning in a
look though.
second.
So look, y'all, I'm somebody that real life, like I listen to Dame Dash interviews and I listen like to all the other points. So like even when Bruh was saying earlier about he had a conversation with Cameron, Cameron said that himself. You know what I'm saying? Him and Dame had a conversation and he jumped the gun and said that on the radio. And you know what I'm saying? That's he said that himself. Cameron verified that story. But damn, what was I about to say? What was I about to say? You asked something
But
about Dame.
Cameron not
Now
even
look, hold
fucking
on, hold
him.
on.
Him or Mace. Go ahead, finish. Tell your story.
Early on, like at least 10 plus years ago, Dame didn't like talking about Jay-Z. Like if they asked him questions about
Exactly.
Jay-Z, Dame didn't like talking about him. But for some reason, all of a sudden, it's like he can't stop. And
Because
me,
he
I feel
needs
like
the money.
nah, but look, that's what I was about to say. I feel like he's doing it on purpose
Yeah,
because
he is.
it's like Aunt Glizzy talking about Shy Glizzy. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got a relationship. These are real stories. So I'm gonna use it to my advantage in content because people want to know the stories.
Because
And
Dame
what's
wasn't
wrong with
saying
that?
shit. He'll in your window it, but he ain't never go into specifics of this nigga breath stinking and he need fucking
But see, this is
big
the part that
red
y'all under. But
gum and
look, but Dutch,
man,
this is the part because mind you, we shot, so you're underestimating his genius.
I
I don't
don't
get
think
why
it's
nobody.
I think it's when
Listen. No,
keeping it
Dutch.
real goes wrong.
No. Fuck all that. It's the internet. It's
Since
entertainment
when being
first.
a hating ass
Listen,
nigga
hold
be
on.
Let him get his
genius?
Look
point
though.
out. Oh,
Look.
yeah, let him get his
Let,
point
Listen.
let
out.
him finish, let him finish.
The same way Ant came up dissing Shy, and now he don't even talk about Shy no more. Like she just
No,
said,
no, yes,
if
he do. Yes, he do, bro.
no, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
yes, he do.
like
I
early on it was
don't think
nothing
it's the
but Shy.
same.
But what I'm saying is though, I mean not Dutch, Dame, like she said, need money, right? And he know talking about Jay-Z is an easy grab. It's like them making a Michael Jackson movie. It's an easy grab. Even if he not saying nothing, if he hating, if he talking bullshit, it's easy. They just got to put in the caption. People gonna want to watch it, whether we like it or not.
And look, and this is all I'm saying to y'all, right? Even with the Ant and the Dame, is niggas looking like, oh, that's corny, but history and experiences show that is their experience, bro.
Right,
Now, if they put a little too sauce on it on the left or more to the right, who's us to say if we wasn't fucking there?
right,
So sometimes I think y'all call
right.
those type of
I don't
niggas
know, man.
corny right?
And of course,
But
Jay
at
Z
the
more
same
successful,
time, the
so it's
only
easy to
reason why
say
you
Dame could
listening
be
because
lying
you
and
know they
I
defending.
had the
mean, Jay
experience.
said a long
Like,
time ago, I don't argue with fools from afar. You don't know who's who. And Jay ain't saying
Yeah.
shit. And the only motherfucker who doing this shit is fucking Dame. And he looks like a fucking
Even
fool.
Kanye shut the fuck up because
Yeah,
Kanye
man.
know he ain't coming back because he said something about his kids. Because somebody said
Yeah.
something about my kids, I'm posting
After
their kids
yep,
together.
niggas,
after
I wouldn't
Kanye
be
said that
saying
kid
shit about
shit, that
niggas
nigga
either.
shut the fuck up.
But his kids is
Yeah.
retarded.
His
I
kids
mean,
not retarded.
Oh
Ain't
my
nothing
kid,
wrong
God.
with
one
Rumi.
kid is retarded.
Rumi is
One.
not. No,
One
that's not.
kid
Don't
is
retarded
retarded.
is not retarded. It's autistic. Y'all gotta stop saying
Well,
that.
nah, that little nigga is retarded.
No, he's
Hey Mo,
not. He's
stop that.
autistic. Don't do
Oh
that.
my God,
Don't do
bro.
that. He has
What?
autism, and don't do
Who y'all
that.
talking about? Who the fuck y'all talking about?
One of
I ain't
Jay-Z
looking for
twins. They little niggas
No,
off.
don't
nah,
call them.
nah.
Don't
The
call them.
girl,
Oh.
Y'all
she's
talking about somebody
autistic,
kids,
but
That's
bro.
why he
not.
never
Who?
post them, bro. That's why he never post them. You don't never see them kids.
Nah, that's
No,
Nah,
his
not.
son.
the
I
girl
heard
has
that
been
Oh
though.
out.
shit.
She's
I
been
bet you.
No,
out
Blue
and
Ivy.
she's
I ain't
doing
talking about
shit.
her. I'm talking about the little ones. They little
Yeah.
off.
No, Rumi is nothing wrong
No,
with
no,
Rumi.
the
There's nothing
girl,
wrong with Rumi.
Uh,
The
she's
son
more
is autistic. And
autistic.
y'all can't say autistic kids are retarded. They have a spectrum.
No,
Some of them
that
are smarter
girl
than
is
you.
autistic. The boy
Yeah,
no,
some
no,
of
but
is.
look
y'all
at
might be autistic and don't know
I,
it. Like,
I
come
how
might
on.
about
be a
this though?
little. I
How
might
about
be a
this,
little
Eric?
Everybody is on the
autistic.
Hey,
spectrum.
look.
Don't do
All
I
right,
that.
know
how
I got a
about
little
look,
autism
everybody?
in
How
me.
about
You know
all
what
of
I
that
mean?
could be true, but why wouldn't they showcase them the same way they showcase Blue Ivy? Then?
Because they
Rumi
got
was
something
on
with
tour
them,
and on
bro.
stage.
They
The
they
son is on a
unpredictable,
different part
bro.
of the spectrum. And I
They
think that
unpredictable.
no. Here's the thing.
Now
They
that
are
girl
very
is
popular and
unpredictable.
out there like that. They probably not ready to share that journey, and he's working with personal tutors. People are
But
cool.
they
Look how y'all
but they
just called
paying
them
but they
retarded.
paying niggas rent in Marcy.
They
My
taking
point.
care of
That's
their
fair
My
son.
Niggas be
enough.
so
fucking point
They
drunk
can't
that
do
exactly.
that, bro. They
My
can't
because
do
that's
fucking
what
that
he's
point
and
so
have
drunk.
some
exactly.
But
Get
you
the
autistic
gotta
fuck
kids.
out of
Bro.
here.
understand.
They
Man,
can't do
niggas be
that
Fuck
and
out of
saying,
have
here,
bro.
bro.
Niggas
autistic
be
Hey,
saying
kids.
the
look,
fuck
fuck
No,
out,
out of here,
talking
bro.
this
listen,
wild
What?
shit,
Fuck
man. I
out
ain't
of
trying to
listen.
here.
hear that
Parents are
dumbass
different.
shit.
Look how quick
I ain't
y'all
even that
call
type
them.
of guy.
Y'all hypocrites. Y'all just call these kids retarded, and you wonder why they
All
don't
I
right.
want
ain't
to
call
show their
nobody
son.
kids
You
retarded.
didn't,
I'm
I
Trey,
ain't
sorry.
call
but
I'm
they
nobody
just
sorry.
called
kids
them
I'm
Tizzy
sorry.
retarded.
retarded.
said
I'm
it.
And
sorry.
Tizzy said it.
I
I
shouldn't
said
have
it.
called. I
I
shouldn't have
said
called.
it. I stand on what I
I
said.
shouldn't
I
have
hope you
called them
don't have no
retarded.
kids because
They
you'll
are
put power in the
autistic,
tongue.
I got
but
3.
bruh, I'm not gonna like. Yeah. Like
It's probably, but here's the
I
thing.
hope nobody judge me. I've called my kids that before, just
Yeah.
as a slang,
but
just
the
being
thing
frustrated.
is,
I
I
they
would
can
know,
never
still
but
tell
pay
nobody
rent.
else
The
that.
motherfuckers in Marcy's
But
and
You
you
know what
still
I'm
also
have
got to
saying?
autistic
Like,
understand it's a
kids, bro.
sensitive thing when you got your
some
only
crazy shit
son,
like
and
that.
if he's
Man,
on
it's
the
not like the
spectrum,
nigga in
Yeah.
here. It
I
ain't
mean,
that deep.
Blue
The nigga
Ivy,
not in
she
here. I ain't
cool.
but
calling
She
still,
nigga
don't
if
get
kids
a child
retarded
is
in
retarded.
on
their
the
face.
Blue
spectrum,
Ivy,
and
God
we
Blue
being
damn. You
really,
acting
Ivy,
like the
listen, I have
motherfucker
a
Blue
friend that
fucking
Ivy,
has a
smart as
son.
shit.
Listen,
the
I
She
have
play
fuck
a
the
are we
friend
piano
that
talking
and
about?
all
child
of
is
that.
on the spectrum, and she don't post her child or anything. It's a very sensitive subject depending on where on the spectrum your child is.
Nah,
That's
share that with
Well,
true.
the
That
world.
that's
that is
fucked
Dwayne,
up.
true.
nah,
She need to
Dwayne
rot in
Wade,
hell.
I don't think
Dwayne
they
She
Wade posted
don't.
retarded.
She
something
need
with
to
Yes, she
take
Dwayne
care
do.
of her
Wade.
child offline and share the journey when she want to. I
That's
think
See,
that
crazy.
don't
we
do it,
expect.
But they
Ariel.
have
Don't
been
Ariel.
sharing the other
Don't do
child
this with
though.
me. Oh dang, it wasn't this podcast.
That's
Then it was She
favoritism.
Talk We Listen. But on a She Talk We Listen podcast with the women, no disrespect, I did critique Beyonce being her age, still fucking performing. Now, granted, I don't have that much education about her kids, but now hearing certain this, and I did see the little daughter on stage one time, and I was like, damn,
Yeah,
damn.
I've seen her.
So no, I don't give a fuck how much money we making. We got enough motherfucking pay. Ain't all that shit y'all charging in these concerts. If my kids is on a spectrum, why not
Like
to
you
judge
can't
her?
pay for them to get off
Listen,
Not to
though,
it
bro.
judge
costs.
her.
Let me
It's
tell
just
you,
like
Tony Braxton
You,
son
you
is
I
can't
was
get you
graduating
Jay.
can't
from Howard.
pay
Hey,
Nobody
this
if
shit
trying to
I
though.
hear
was
that
Jay,
shit,
You
man.
can't
Listen,
and my
pay
baby
for
was
this shit to get
Beyonce,
paid.
and my kids on the spectrum, it we
They gonna
like
be the face of autism because I'm
the-
fucking Beyonce.
the
The
face of
fuck?
it,
What are we talking about?
Everybody don't want that.
We
Tony
slowing down
Braxton's
the
son
concert.
had
We gonna be at
autism,
home.
and
Tony
he didn't
Braxton
want them
ain't
to take.
Beyonce.
No,
Tony
You
Braxton
fucking
ain't
crazy.
Beyonce.
Tony Braxton's an icon.
Tony,
Let
she
me
ain't
tell you.
Beyonce. She ain't
Let me tell you.
Beyonce.
Tony
She
Braxton.
ain't Beyonce.
Tony
She ain't
Braxton.
Beyonce.
She ain't
Not
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Listen,
She is
Tony
not
Braxton
Beyonce.
gave up her career and has had to take all her money to invest in her son. He was on the spectrum really bad, and she had to take money. She went bankrupt, paying to get him the help he get, so he could be able to graduate from Howard. So she did not have him in the spotlight. She didn't have him
She
in the
wasn't
spotlight
bankrupt
either.
Can I say
because
one
of her
thing? Can I
son.
say
She
one
was
thing?
bankrupt.
I love what you did there, but by the time Tony Braxton was in her career doing that with her son or her daughter, it ain't the same as by the time she create Beyonce created them children with Jay-Z.
Exactly.
So all
What are
that
you
going
talking
bankrupt
about?
ain't no fucking bankrupt with her. That shit is a
Exactly.
fucking dub.
But
And the
You ain't
everybody
going
don't
bankruptcy
have
bankrupt.
to
ain't
put.
had
You
nothing to
ain't
do
going
with
bankrupt
her.
If
over
But
you
no
look,
building,
fucking
these
if
album.
are
you building, if
people.
you paying everybody bills in Mossy, build a fucking free autism center and
Yeah,
take
like
your
what we
kids there.
talking
Ain't
about?
nobody trying to
But
hear
do
that
he
shit,
have to
man.
do that though? Like he
How do you
don't
He,
not
have
know
to
that he
do that.
hasn't donated?
Like he don't have to
what the
do
fuck
that.
is a
Maybe he don't.
donation?
Maybe they not ready to put that
Like
part
maybe
out
he
there.
don't want to do. If I
Look,
don't
Y'all
want to do
I'm
want
that, I
saying,
don't
look,
celebrities
want
to
to do
give
that.
y'all
that's why
everything to prove to y'all. They don't owe y'all shit, Tizzy.
I
They don't
don't
owe
want
you
nothing from
shit
no
or me.
celebrity. You defending them, not me. I don't give a fuck about them or his
I
kids.
don't
see,
think
y'all
he
make me
have
want to
to
go.
do
This
that
next topic
though.
is
Like
literally on this
Not
because I
me.
feel like
just
y'all
because
niggas is
my
sitting Big
uncle
D if I ask
caught
this question.
AIDS, I don't need to start an AIDS
No,
center.
I'm just
Like,
going
But
off
that's
what
a little
she
too
saying.
deep,
look,
Judge.
She
That's a
said
Right,
he
deep.
took
right.
Be
care of everybody in
careful.
hey, yeah,
Mossy.
Hey, Dutch. If I have $1 billion and I have fucking AIDS, my bitch ass better start an AIDS center. Like, what are we
No, you
talking about?
don't have to do. You're not
And
That's
this
the
is
obligated
fuck.
to
where
do
I
Yes,
that.
the
say it's
fuck I
not work.
do, bro.
And
Yes, I
this is,
do.
No,
hey,
why
hey,
you?
I
Yes, I
Why
fuck
are
with
you
do.
you, Trey.
obligated to do
I
that?
fuck with you, Trey.
Because I
I
have a
fuck with
billion
you.
dollars, nigga, and I have
No,
AIDS.
that's not.
What
No,
the
no,
fuck do you mean? What do I have
no.
the
I
billion
don't
dollars
have to
for?
do this shit. Now, if I do it, that's great. But I don't.
I have the
Like,
info.
don't
No,
force me to.
not just I
I
have
think y'all
AIDS.
don't
I have
realize
the
every time
information.
celebrities do something or donate, they don't have to announce it.
Bro,
Like
I am
Prince,
a
do
celebrity
Nobody
you
of
know
cares
how much
about a
fucking
Prince
celebrity,
did?
country.
bruh.
First
Regular
example,
people could
do y'all
donate.
know how much that Prince did and nobody knew about it? They still don't know as much
And
he did
Michael
was alive.
Jackson. And
And
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson. Prince donated to foundations. He gave a foundation
And
I know
Jay
here.
Z.
Yes,
And
a
Jay
lot of
Z.
celebrities give stuff and don't want you to know. I
It's not
So
I
the
then
have
how?
same. It's
If
not
so,
the
why
same.
would
It's not
he
the
want
same
you to
because
know that he
Prince
put
was
his
in
money in
and Michael
Mossy,
Jackson in a different
but he
era,
don't want
bro.
nobody to know he
I know
donated to
that because I
autistic?
know Jazzo, and I know what he did because of Jazzo.
Those are different
Jazzo
eras.
stay in
Those
the
are different
Man,
DMV.
eras.
Jazzo
Those
just
are
got
different eras.
All
cool.
right,
They've been
folks.
cool for the past 10 years.
Hey,
You talking what you don't know,
Just
baby.
got cool.
I'm
Baby,
about
Ain't
to
I've been
been
be
knowing
that
out,
Jazzo
long.
people.
20
I'm
years. You
about to
talking
be
what you
out.
don't
I'm about
know.
to
10
be out.
years ain't that long. Jay-Z been out 30 years. It's 2026.
So it
They
don't
they
matter.
just
He
got
been
cool. Like I said, they just
Hey,
got
y'all, I'm
cool.
out.
they just got cool.
Peace,
Right.
50,
peace, peace.
15 years ago. Like 10 years
Bro.
ago.
Just got cool. That's a
All
decade. He
right.
been in business 30 years. He
They've
just
been
got
knowing him
cool.
for 40 years. That was his brother.
Right. They just got cool. We saying the same thing. They just got cool.
Okay, what's your point?
They just got cool. I just said it. The fuck?
See. So I don't know how we got to Jay-Z, Dane, Rockefeller,
Because we
but
was talking about we talked about the concert. And I was talking my whole point of bringing up the concert was how he was able to get people to come in for that New York sound because people came from all over the country and all over the world to see that particular concert for a moment in time. My point was the DMV can do that with go-go music because it's live music. And I feel like I don't know why y'all had Chuck Brown's, DMV motherfucker. Chuck Brown is like the Michael Jackson, right? So I don't understand how that, and even what's that go-go son doing the butt? That's a black people anthem. Yeah, that's like a black people anthem all over the place. They're gonna play that Essence Fest, they're gonna play at a block party, they're gonna play at BT Awards, they're gonna play at this place, they're gonna play at the Gospel Center. So it's no way that a moment in music did not have the DMV touch outside of like a Wale. Who else from the DMV? Oh, Brent. We love us some Brent. The bitches love Brent music.
Brent